Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, internet friends. Thank you for joining us on another Feel Good Friday night. Tonight, we got two shows with two hosts. I am Big Nick, of course, joined with the Every Night Delight, KJ White, and we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. And we are kicking off a historic weekend in professional wrestling. I know I've said that before, but the news keeps happening, folks. We've got the go home show for SummerSlam, followed by Rampage. Let's go, folks. We're starting this right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Big Nick, it's good to see you. For those who don't know, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. As this fine gentleman mentioned, I am Every Night KJ White, and he is I always say the Baron of Banter, the Master of Mischief.
Yeah, I got more nicknames than you know what to do with.
Right. So, but that being said, that is Big Nick, and we are looking forward to 3+ hours of Friday night wrestling. I hope everyone out there is doing wonderful. I hope you're happy, you're safe, whatever you got to do to put a smile on your face. I hope you're doing it. Thank you for being here tonight. We are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. We got so much to talk about. We looks to be starting off. Seems to be. Well, it's because we're starting off with a Scotsman and an Irishman by the looks of it. Here we go.
We're kicking off with the Donnybrook match, hence the lovely chapeau on my head.
Making a mess.
But yes, we're getting the good old-fashioned Donnybrook to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. This is the dawning of the Hunter
Age of
Aquarius.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I've been thinking that all day because it's the start of the McMahon Helmsley era. This is, we've heard all the talk, all the rumors, that, and the other story about, now that Hunter's in control of creative and talent relations. Vince is gone, so let the fun begin.
The action is already, they jumpstart. We're rolling, folks. Let us know in the chat. How are you doing on a Friday night? Did you have a good week? Who do you have? McIntyre, Sheamus. Who goes on to clash at the castle? It's really weird for me to see a number one contenders match for a pay-per-view prior to another pay-per-view. Usually this would be like next week, right?
Yeah, because they don't have another pay-per-view until Clash at the Castle after tomorrow.
Well, that's even, to me, more reason why there should be no number one contenders match, because what if Brock and Roman don't settle their beef and they got to keep going? Me,
please, God no.
No, I listen, amen, brother. But I kind of don't like doing a number one contenders match this far.
Still, speaking of now that it's Hunter control instead of Vince, and we have Ding. Well, I have Ding Ding. You probably already have Ding Ding a while ago.
I got a big boot from Sheamus into scoop slit. Wow.
But yeah, now we're hearing all the rumors and all the little snarky comments come out now that Vince is gone about at least now when we're writing, we won't have the person in charge.
Did you get the Michinoku driver yet?
No. But the person in charge won't be able to won't forget, from week to week what we just put on. Or, I guess he had to almost have handlers, because this man would say stuff right there. Because the man would say stuff so outlandish, so out of line, that they pretty much, it would disrupt every meeting that they had.
Yeah, well, does that surprise you? I mean, we've constantly heard those stories, and just so people...
This is the man that has 1,000,001 words that, can't be said on his, nationally televised show.
Just so people at home know, we're in the middle of a Donnybrook, and if you're not watching SmackDown at home, there's flags around the ring. They've kind of
there's a little bar stool table set up.
There's a bar, there's barrels.
They made it a stereotypical American Irish pub.
Yeah, kind of.
As best they could in an arena.
And McIntyre's got a shillelagh. Folks, let us know who you think is going to win and go on to Clash. I think we all have a favorite here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Quickly, as this match is progressing, I know we're going to go through a break on this one, so we're in no rush. Hagen, welcome back. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Damien, good to see you again. We're doing well. I'm doing well. Nick, you doing well? You seem to be.
I'm doing fantastic. Like I said, this is kicking off. I have Sheamus just getting yeeted over the commentary table, but we got SummerSlam tomorrow night. And that's going to be crazy because we still are going to have Seth, and we don't know exactly who he's going to face.
We don't even know if he's going to face somebody.
Well,
we're not even quite certain.
It's very strongly speculated, and it's speculated about two people. But even then, like, we're getting the last man standing match with Brock and Roman. We're getting, does Austin Theory cash in? It's the biggest party of the summer. And then we're following that up with the true Forbidden Door, in my opinion, with Ric Flair's last match. Granted, the main event I have certain feelings about that I'll save for Sunday. But, yeah, that whole card is stacked. So it's going to be back-to-back. Huge cards, huge nights of wrestling, great nights of professional wrestling.
These pictures are hilarious. Is that Sheamus in the picture?
I think so. That's
hilarious. We're doing well. It's good. I'm doing good today. Good to hear it. Who do you think wins the main event of GCW? John Moxley.
Yeah, I really would be surprised if he didn't win.
Blake's on an absolute heater. He really is. And honestly, if they didn't put that show on at the wee hours of the morning, we would be right here for it. But we won't be. But I got Moxley all the way. I don't think Moxley he's made for GCW. He should almost step away from AEW and go to GCW more often.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's one of those of almost you almost wonder though how much they might start asking him as the interim champ at least if he can't do all these. Right now,
shillelagh to the eye. That bastard.
I'm sure there's been many a girl in Scotland that have had that, a shillelagh to the eye.
Jeez. I hope everyone ready for a big weekend. Yes, we are ready for a fucking huge weekend. It's going to be the fucking bash of the summer, folks, and we're here for all of it. We got 3 hours tonight. We're back tomorrow early, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and we will be rolling through the entire night of SummerSlam with a lot of question marks, a lot of things up in the air. I'm excited for all of it, and then we're back on Sunday again. Ric Flair, listen, that card is stacked. It's going to be exciting. And remember, if you're here with us, the wrestling might suck, but we never, ever do, folks. So tune in, tell everybody you know, let them know it's a party happening on this channel this weekend. We'll be here for every fucking minute of it. So buckle up and cheers.
Yeah, speaking especially of cheers with the Donnybrook match going on right now, and we've got the lovely chapeaus going. But yeah, last weekend was KJ's birthday, and now this weekend is the biggest party of the summer, and we are tiptoeing just towards the line of 500 subscribers. Just ever so close, creeping inch by inch. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. We are hit the bell notification. We pop up all the time. Anything, we were keeping an eye all day. We knew it was a Friday, so something, especially lately, had to be breaking. So we were keeping an eye on it. If anything major,
it was a quiet Friday for the wrestling. A lot, other than like a lot of speculation articles and I love the articles who were like, Bruce feels pressure now that changed. No shit, that's not a headline, guys.
Right?
We fucking know that.
Telling me what I know, Captain Obvious.
Right? Like that was kind of like it was a quieter news day, so there was a lot of that going around. Like Sasha and Naomi could return. Well, yeah, was it okay? We know you didn't add anything.
You're telling me that there's a possibility.
Yes. So you're saying there's a chance,
right? Exactly. It's Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance.
Scott, good to see you. Happy Friday, sir. Welcome back to the show. McIntyre wins. Yeah, there's some love. Appreciate it, Scott. It's good to see you again. So good. I said it twice. Drew McIntyre for the win. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to see. Oh, look, Scott mixing it up. I was about to say, I don't think we're going to see any Sheamus on this.
I mean, Sheamus is Hunter's workout buddy. You never know.
That'd be fucking nuts.
Could you imagine? And then like McIntyre's on like the pre-show or something. Just what an absolute like fall from grace that would be.
What did I just miss? That's funny. What's up, Pink Ranger? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Oh shit. Funny as hell. So what exactly is a Donnybrook? Well, you know, a Donnybrook is a good old brawl, like, you know, a good old dust up, a good old.
Yeah. Have you ever been to an Irish bar or have you ever watched like Boondock Saints?
Wait. Like, that's your reference?
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. I like it. Yeah.
Most of that movie is a Donnybrook.
The whole fucking thing. Yeah. It's just a shit show.
Especially the scene in the actual Irish pub.
Hello. I'm sorry this match makes the SummerSlam match pointless because it makes it so obvious that Roman will win. I mean, it could be Brock versus, you know.
Nah, Roman's retaining. I mean, the man, like we were talking on the podcast, check out Let's Rumble podcast, by the way, every Thursday night. Keeping an eye on Impact, but yeah. But even we got Roman, we talked about how Roman got away with, you know, that might be a moment of the week with your daddy's not here anymore.
I mean, again, it's really surprising some of the things. And I will say, watching some of the media scrums and watching some of the press, you're hearing all the right things. You're hearing all the right keywords. You're hearing everything you're hoping to hear. And I said this, to me, Triple H has a point to prove. Wrestling's in a pretty fucking pitiful place overall, and I think he has a point to prove, and he's saying everything you want him to hear, or everything we want to hear, and if he delivers, there is room for optimism. There is room for hope.
Oh, yeah, like I know CJ, you know, partner number 3 here on the channel, who, thanks to Lovely Spectrum, can't be on. Man's frothing at the bit to come and talk to everybody. But I know, damn, I was shouting out CJ and just lost my damn point.
Oh, that's funny as shit. McIntyre wins at Catch at the Castle. Loses to Seth, and Cody returns. No. Hanging out. I don't see that playing out so well. I don't see them going down that road overall. I could be wrong, but
we don't know what we're gonna get. Honestly, this is, like I keep saying, it's historic. This is the first time Vince McMahon has had honestly no say to do with WWE. I understand, yes, he still might be in the backgrounds. Everybody still thinks he's the puppet master, but this man's under so much fire right now that I think he realized he needs to go away. And if he wants the heat to die out, he needs to go away. So right now, Hunter has full authority. And to me, that's what I was saying. I know that CJ has called me an AEW mark and everything, but I'm right now super excited for what's going to happen in WWE. Because to me, if there was one person, and I know Tony's Booker of the Year and all of that bullshit, but if there's one person right now that I would pick to be in a position of creative control in professional wrestling, it's Hunter Hearst Helmsley in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, again, you see those clips, and there's Paul Heyman, and there's, you know, a different feel. And again, like I said, right now the optimism's there. And speaking of optimism, Sheamus has McIntyre up, but reversed and into the pole. The boys are going.
Yeah.
Boys are off to a start.
Well, that's the thing, is this has still been a hell of a match. I'm surprised this isn't the main event. I'm surprised this is opening the show. Like, what are we going to get now for the main event? It's probably obviously got to be something between Roman and Brock, or at least Roman.
Where's CJ, guys? He been in a stream in a while. Our boy CJ would love to be here right now. And
yes, blame Spectrum. Send, not copying anyone's style, Mr. JC, also popular wrestling personality, but send your complaints to Spectrum. Don't send them to us. Send them to Spectrum, because that's the reason why CJ's not able to be on.
They're fucking with our shit, folks. They're fucking with our shit. Yeah, we're almost spot on. You're a little loud. Moxley. All right. Simple gimmick match. A simple gimmick match. Good point. There's some love. Who's ready for McMahon Helmsley regime? The rise again.
Yeah, the invasion won. I saw people saying today that Paul Heyman technically won the Attitude Era Wrestling War.
He's the last one standing. He's the last one standing. He really is. I never even thought of it. It was so fucking funny, right? Like, Paul Heyman's the last one left. And he's running WWE.
He's going on recruiting meetings and talent evaluations with Hunter and everybody else. I think it was interesting. I think I might have saw Big E on that panel as well. Like, that whole panel was interesting, in the speeches that they gave and everything.
Yeah.
Hunter kept talking about, I want this to be fun. And Paul talking about, sell me on who you are, sell me on your name, not a number, not leave an impression.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we gonna get
the chairs?
Future Shock DDT onto a stack of chairs, folks. 1, 2, 2 count.
Award-winning Valdez. Where is it? I just saw it. I want to get out of here. I wanted. Oh, boo. Well, folks, what can you do? Can't please them all.
Well, I was gonna.
I think when some people have, like, a few subscribers, they like to come out and try and promote their shit. So, that's all we can do.
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, no, it's all positivity. It's all love over here. At the end of the day, thank you for at least stopping by.
Hey, Ridge. Uh-oh. Wow. Sheamus going to get the W? Oh, he had to shorten the bro kick. It was like a bro knee.
Yeah. Pause.
2
count.
What match are you looking forward to on Rampage?
Oh, now I'm trying to remember the Rampage card.
Sure.
I guess, honestly, the one thing that I'm most excited for, because it's the one thing I've seen most advertised, is Cesaro coming out and addressing everything like that. If that whole ROH title scene, how that's going to get handled. I want to see
shit.
Ridge through the table.
McIntyre's a monster. We're going to commercial, folks. No idea. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Yo, what up, Resident Evil? Good to see you as well. Victor, how are you, buddy? How's it going? Let's go. CJ's in the chat. See, we got CJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have clicked on that one. Dumbass. A good old Donnybrook. Yes. It's SmackDown. We got to get CJ back on here. CJ, what's up? 1 second. Just do that. What's up, Greg? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, folks, if you're new here, jump in the chat, say hi, be a part of the show, have fun, and we're looking forward to it. Got the shit. That's for CJ. He does that better. I can't get to that pitch. I can't get that low.
Got that shit.
No, can't do it. Too much rasp up here. Jeff Jarrett gets to ref a match at SummerSlam and Ric Flair the next day. What a weekend for him. Yeah, it's kind of crazy for Jeff Jarrett. I mean, he's another one who you're like, holy shit, Jeff Jarrett is in a higher role in the WWE than Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah, I said it. I said that's why we got that heat wave and everything across the country, is because, hell froze over because Jeff Jarrett, double G, double O, double N, double E. He's still in WWE and in a prominent position while Vince McMahon's, going off to Mar-a-Lago or some, Florida vacation home to do God knows what.
Right. What else we got here? Brian. Oh, future endeavor. I like it. CJ on the patrol. Scott Morgan. CJ. Yeah. What's up, guys? Another night. We blame Spectrum. Happy birthday to Arnold Schwarzenegger, 35.
Yeah,
wow.
You have to say happy birthday to Arnold. Yeah. How are you?
Can you do the rest of the show like that, bro?
Maybe. We'll see.
It's Butch Owens. Do you catch that shit? CJ. Butch Owens. Thank you, buddy. Right.
I mean, I got the Butch hat kind of too right over here. So, I mean, we could just do dual Butch. Have a Butch off.
A Butch off. Do you think we can get Roman versus Sheamus, Drew pin Sheamus to get the pop?
Drew is not winning the championship. I know it would be insane for Drew to win the championship in Wales. It would be the biggest event there since SummerSlam 98 where Bulldog went over Brett. But I don't think that's ever happened. Oh, yeah. Well, when they sold out Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, it was one of the best matches ever, to be 100% honest. That was everything. The size of the crowd, the energy of the crowd, and then those two guys deliver, and you're like, whoa. One of the best nights ever. Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey versus Natalya and Sonya Deville tonight. Boo. I don't care.
It could be interesting. It's Liv. So Liv's right now pretty much the biggest babyface in the company. So I'm excited to see her in the ring. And, they're doing the typical, how will they coexist?
Right. Now, here's a question for you. Do you think that Liv's reign as champion could be in jeopardy with the new regime? Because she's not. I mean, I think she's in an interesting spot because you got Bayley, you got Charlotte, you got Becky. I think Triple H is going to want to book Becky better. I think Charlotte's going to come back and be a force. I think Liv, with Triple H and his affection for it, like if Sasha comes back, it's going to be interesting where Vince and the old regime very much like they're pretty blondes. And it didn't really matter. Now, she's not a bad worker. She's not a bad wrestler. But there's far better. And that's where she's in a pickle.
Yeah. Well, I see your point. And it's also a bit of one of those things but the groundswell that's come from this and underneath her. I think whoever she drops the title to is going to get a lot of heat. So I think it could honestly be Ronda if they want to turn her heel. She does kind of work a bit better as that just kind of quiet badass type. And we've talked about how she needs like a heater. She needs somebody to actually talk for her. But it's going to just be interesting either way. Now you're halfway convincing me, damn it.
All right. I think she's in a pickle. 490. Nice. Through the bar. That the pictures are like his grandfather.
Oh, and Pat's saying how it's from his great grandfather and his great grandfather.
Oh shit! Now there's. Oh my god.
Oh.
Take that. Through the picture out of
then, it's Butch! Jumping off a beer keg that he's somehow still smaller than.
It's Butch again. Okay, so this dude's literally had to deal with 3 men, and Sheamus can't pull off the W. That's not a good look.
He did it the whole promo that last week about calling him my kitty cat. So,
right. Happy birthday to Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, 60 years.
Yes, and folks, I know that with all of you watching, there's a 33 and a third % chance that you are not subscribed to this channel, and you need to correct that, or I'm gonna come over there like Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, and kick your fat asses.
Right.
Oh, white noise off the second rope.
Another two, folks. It's been a good match for what it is.
Well, unless this is going to go. Well, I mean, it has already gone. Damn near almost a half hour.
Yeah, we're 25 minutes into this battle.
Yeah, this is gonna. But how do you follow this up? This should have ended the show.
Right. What's next? Who thinks Bray Wyatt returns to SummerSlam? I know. Oh,
who thinks he returns with Edge? Not me.
All right. So you think he's coming back at SummerSlam? Are you feeling the Seth vibe then?
Yes. I almost wonder, and this is purely speculation, folks, of with him changing all of his stuff to like the Vince comment, all the little drops of hints and everything that maybe Wyatt knew ahead of time that, hey, this is what's happening. You might want to, how can we work out a deal with you so that, we can keep you in the chamber once this goes off?
Right. There it is. Oh, bye, Butch. Bro kick.
1, 2.
Wow.
2 count. Wow.
Wow.
I will say, folks, this is a hell of a match. I know we've given, the Downton Abbey Brawlers, I can't remember their actual name, and Drew McIntyre, some heat, some discredit for them just being booked week after week, but this is a hell of a match.
Right. I think Gargano and Bray. I honestly think it's I'd put my money down on Gargano and Rollins to meet up here now. I'm looking forward to this, and I hope that's what the outcome is. I really do.
Now, okay, and I feel like this is an obvious question, but if you had to, if you could pull out Gargano or Bray to face Seth, who do you pick out of those two?
Well, Bray's busy with Edge. That's the problem. Bray's going to be busy with Edge. That's the dilemma there, sir. Is if my plan comes to fruition, we get to see some type of, holy alliance, unholy alliance. We'll see. I mean, I know.
Powerbomb on honestly the edge of the table. Speaking of Edge. That man did not catch more than.
Hey, does this already have new vibes?
Absolutely, this does. This.
We didn't start this show with a long-winded bullshit promo. Get out there, boys! Kick the shit out of each other.
Hell of a match. We're starting this off with a pay-per-view quality match. If this was the SummerSlam pre-show right now, absolutely, I'm at. Let's go.
Drew is literally saying to Sheamus, "Stop it! Stop it! We've had enough."
No, that's a bad Scooby.
Uh-oh. This is... Oh! You didn't wait for him to get up. I'm sick of your shit.
Sliding Claymore.
Yo, but he's got emotion in his face. He, look. Like two friends, fuck, I had to do that.
He's just looking over him. He's looking at him like Obi-Wan after he had to, beat the piss out of Anakin. Of just, you made me do this. You made me do this.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. A bit, I don't love all the run-ins and shit, but it is what it is. And Drew
should have ended the show, though. I want to see. We're still just getting started, so maybe they actually deliver. But just from precedent, granted, I know we're in the dawning of a new era, but I worry that the rest of this show is not going to live up to that.
Well, no, I think the bar is incredibly high, but here's my take on it. Your competition continually opens shows with main events. They do it on purpose. They do it by design. So we usually start the vast majority of WWE shows are either started with a promo that go forever, or they start with a match that leads to a promo that goes forever. So to just start the show with a solid match, and Bud, they let them go for 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's insane. That was a hell of a match. Like I said, we've talked, how we can't stand this. Oh, they need to change this up. But that was, like I said, pay-per-view quality match right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that I was getting some itching going on with that hat, so I'm gonna take a break.
No, you're good.
And the Donnybrook's over. Back to business as usual.
Yeah, I'm gonna still rock it.
Right. Where are we with these comments? Oh shit! What the fuck? Is Theory scheduled to wrestle anyone? Oh, Lashley again, right?
Yeah, he's.
I almost forgot. Like, fuck.
SummerSlam, is that tonight?
Theory's been beat up and fought or scrapped with so many different people. I forgot him and Lashley are even mad at each other.
Yeah, you got Lashley, you got Brock, you got Roman, you got Drew, you got Ziggler, you got, I think, AJ.
It's good, though. Austin's good. Austin's not fucking around. Oh shit! Now what's happening? Let's go. Dang! I went for a cheap pop and I missed the finish.
I was about to click on that too because I love the little stupid pun.
Cheap poop. I even read it as pop. That's how my brain put that back together for me real quick. Oh, there you go. It was a good match.
No, it's all good, Brian. Like I said, like we've said all night long, join the family. This is like one giant family. This is like having all your homies, your cousins, your uncles, the big, Anawahi family showing up, to come and talk wrestling with you.
Right. Do you play Fortnite? I do not. I'm really busy. Holy shit.
A little bit.
Theory attacking Drew. Interesting. Theory's been involved with just about fucking everybody on the roster. Theory out.
Yeah, but he's just gotten his ass kicked every single time.
He's got whooped several times in the last few weeks. Now we're getting a replay of Corbin. I thought this was wicked, the way Corbin popped over and kicked him in the side. But listen, some tell Michael Cole, I know he knows what's going to happen, but for me, you shouldn't turn him into it.
Michael Cole is a terrible friend. Honestly, that man pushed Pat into that kick because that man just punched a hole through his chest. But how funny is it, though, that this is the longest, term storytelling that WWE has going into the SummerSlam card. But hey, we've talked about now it's coming out that WWE is going to actually have long-term storytelling. Yay, congratulations. You can color. Yay. That's what you should have been doing all along.
Look at this.
Oh, and he's got a picture of
Look at this.
On a little
look at this shit.
Said loser. He got popcorn, everything. Front row, right behind commentary.
I got a ticket. This is what MJF should have fucking done.
I said that right how long ago?
Right.
Bum ass Corbin. Bum ass Corbin.
Boom.
Where you might see Malice in the Palace too here, folks, because I think
Malice in the Palace too. Don't wish that upon anybody.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I feel like, well, obviously, keeping it kayfabe. With
all right,
Corbin sitting right behind McAfee, something's about to pop off.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back into a commercial. We are rolling along here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, please light up the chat, say hello, be a friend, tell a friend. Don't be a stranger. A lot of the boys were in the chat once upon a time, and now they're on the front stage. So do join us. We do this every night. We don't stop. We will be back tomorrow. SummerSlam. We'll be on early. We'll be on long, and it's going to be a great night. Everybody knows how the Saturday nights go around here. This channel comes alive a little bit extra on Saturday nights. We are going to be in for it. And then we're back Sunday. That's right, Sunday, Ric Flair's final match. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a great night. I'm looking forward to it, folks. But like I said, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or joined, please do so. We are about to hit 500 subscribers, and we're going to do it tonight, which is, we'll be close. We're close. But we're about 8 away, so climbing.
I know there's at least more than 80 of you watching us right now, damn it. I can see the number. You know, we've just popped it up 48 right now.
Let's
so
go.
I know that there's 40 times the amount of people that we need right now to hit 500 subscribers. And when we hit that, I'm giving away a t-shirt. I'm sure the boys are also giving away t-shirts, all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
So if you want a t-shirt, and you know, I'm sure KJ can pull up our lovely t-shirt from Alt Tees since we are in a commercial break right now.
Yes, I can. We'll just remind everybody real quick. We have the Wrestling for Life limited edition pro wrestlers beat up sports entertainer t-shirt from Alt Wrestling Tees. Nick, I like the t-shirt. You love rocking yours.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can kind of pull mine up, but unfortunately I can't take it through with the green, you know. But absolutely, yeah. That t-shirt is in regular rotation out of my closet. So
right. So yeah, check out Alt Wrestling Tees, folks. He's got a great selection of different tees with all types of graphics on them. I got my dad mode one. I'm pumped about it. And yeah, give him some love. Go check out Alt Tees, and we got more coming your way. We're working on some other stuff. So we're excited. And I mean, it's our first official t-shirt, so we're pretty pumped. But yeah, we're rolling along. SmackDown off to a decent start there, Nick.
Oh, SmackDown's off to a fantastic start. Like you kind of, I hope you're almost right with suggesting that this is actually the start of the new kind of generation in charge of creative.
Well, I mean, it's a different vibe. I mean, maybe Triple H says, go, hey, boys, get out there and go have fun. That's been the message. He's made a point to tell many people over and over and over, we want this to be fun. And it should be. You're fucking pro wrestlers. And all the stories you hear about, it was stressful. My anxiety was to hear. I wanted to hang myself. I wanted to scream. I wanted to yell. I wanted to freak out. That shouldn't be the case. I mean, that's one of the jobs where you're like, well, man, I show up and I perform for, an arena full of people. I had a really good time. It shouldn't be that anxiety causing, right? But I think that's important. I think Triple H needs to convey that. Triple H needs to put that out there, not only for the fans, not only for the current talent, but you need to let everyone else in the wrestling world know, if you come to WWE, you're going to have a good time. I know it's a little bit of a frat over there, and you guys are all having a party. We can be fun too.
Right.
And do better.
Oh, absolutely. That's the thing is now that we've heard people come out that are now even signed with AEW, that are signed, with other companies that are still working the indies, that have come out and said, if Hunter was in charge of creative, I would have never been released. I would have never I would have re-signed my contract. I would have stayed there and I would have loved every second of it. That man's beloved in that locker room, and that's a big thing that you need, especially right now with there actually being another competitor out there that people can go to. Now you're seeing AEW talents look at WWE as an option if Tony stops responding to their text messages.
Right. That's an interesting one. Well, it's 7 away. But yeah, no, I mean, the whole, there's a lot of stories. And I mean, the honeymoon phase is kind of over with Tony. He's in that 3rd year. Now you're looking to pivot and turn a corner and start giving better, you grow. First 2 years, you get a bit of a mulligan. And, we kind of forgive him for some of the things that weren't great. But he's learning, blah, blah, blah. And something we talked about, if you guys haven't heard it yet, go check out our podcast. It dropped yesterday, Let's Rumble, our weekly podcast. And yeah, I mean, Tony now has pressure on him, I think, for the first time. Because he was the fun, young alternative to the big corporate giant. But now, then people didn't want to work for Vince. People don't want to work for Bruce. Like, they didn't want to work for Johnny Ace. He's a creep. Now you have it where people, Triple H has a lot of fans. Triple H has a lot of people that have nothing but positives to say for their career, for their development. Now Tony's got to pick his socks up. And if he keeps booking the way he is right now, WWE will leave them behind by far.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they honestly, they have the more money behind them, they have more of the prestige behind them. I've called them the Disney of professional wrestling. Like, that's even, I know we had the comment that's up right now about the Fiend returning at SummerSlam. I know you and I and even CJ have gone back and forth about where we think the Fiend's returning, but we all kind of agree that the Fiend's returning, and he's returning at WWE. He's not going to AEW, because WWE the production value that comes with something like Bray, and especially now that Vince is gone and Bray won't be difficult to work with anymore and can actually use his creative, WWE has the production value that can make that, sparkle, that can make that a marquee thing.
Right. I agree. I mean, at a different value, and you don't have to worry. You're less likely to get botches. It's going to be high produced. It's pros. They've got it dialed in. But
and once one is gone, you won't get 80,000 camera cuts too.
Well, we'll talk about that. But I will say, we always talk about our please Papa Paul segment on the show here, and the next one for me is, I don't know how Tommaso Ciampa ended up being the heater for Miz, but dear Papa Paul, please fix Ciampa. Can we get the Tommaso Ciampa that we all know and love? Can we get him in a main event? Like, to me, and I hate, like, he kind of fits like the renegade mold, right? Those guys, and I don't want to say the one guy in specific, but Eddie and the rugged. Like, you give him a shot, let him go. Oh,
popping off.
Oh, it's a punt, and he left his boot.
Oh, right, no huevos.
It's good.
Right.
Good.
Right through the goalpost. That means now that Pat's gonna end up like pulling off a punt on Corbin, right?
Right. 3 commercials in an hour.
Yeah, it's a little bit of overkill. Well, they went a half hour or so with the first match, and then we worried how they were going to follow it up. Well, this is how they're following it up.
Right. AEW is already dead. Let's not go that far, but they aren't helping themselves. We'll put it that way.
Well, it's like we talked about when Vince came out and was on SmackDown immediately after the allegations, and like you've talked about, the last moment we're going to see Vince McMahon on TV is him hopping and skipping off the ring steps out of Raw. You've even called it, that was Vince's goodbye, and we called Vince but we called Vince tone deaf in those situations. I think Tony Khan right now is very tone deaf. Now coming out the day that Vince retires, shortly after, like within the same hour, talking about how now he's the longest tenured CEO in professional wrestling. That's tone deaf in that moment. That was a historic moment, and you didn't need to throw your out there. Yeah. Well, and then now that there's talk and speculation about maybe some AEW guys might want to look more towards WWE again because Hunter's there. Tony instantly went out there and put out about how he's got this guy under contract for that many years. He's got that guy under that contract. That's something you do when you're starting to get nervous.
Yeah, well, again, it's like poker, right? And again, if you're constantly giving tells, and if you're constantly being, you always look for that guy at the poker table who's being over aggressive because they're not confident in what they're doing. They're not confident in their cards. And that's what it kind of feels like at times. And it comes off as immaturity, Nick. Like for Tony at times, there's shit that he could just go without saying. Like, don't put that out on social media. Don't, like, somebody take the phone away from him. And, like, he kind of has a bit of a Trumpism at times where it's like, why did you put that out there? Why did you tweet that? You sound stupid. Some of the shit is meant to be in-house. And for me, I mean, we'll see how it all develops. But my personal opinion is this is the first time that potentially the so-called wrestling wars are on. Because Vince wasn't fucking with Tony. Vince didn't give a shit. Vince never, if Vince ever saw an AEW show, I would be fucking shocked. I don't imagine it happened. I don't believe it ever did. It really, to me, was, and that's where you got the pot shots and Tony trying to swing at low-hanging fruit because Vince just sat on his perch and kept rolling out his show. Vince didn't care what the fans thought. Vince didn't care what the talent thought. Vince didn't give a shit. He was just collecting his money and just go again. Go back out there. Let's go.
Well, was that, or could Vince not remember what he had put out there before?
Well, that's a valid argument, sir. But now Tony's got a guy, and I said Triple H. From everything we've all seen the documentaries and shit about Triple H. If nothing else, the man is fucking driven. And I'm sorry, this man for me goes down as one of the GOATs, not just as as a wrestler, but I mean, the dude married the boss's daughter and is now kind of sitting pretty. It's a fucking work of all works.
He is very much the cat who ate the canary in this whole situation. We thought this man was all but good and gone when he had his medical issue. They took NXT completely away from him, dismantled it, just got rid of half the roster, just made it Nickelodeon 2.0. And then he came out on WrestleMania and put his boots in the ring, had his whole retirement ceremony because he could never compete in the ring. We thought this man was good and gone, going to just sit at home. And especially, too, when Steph took her leave of absence and was initially stepping down. Like, that's the thing, is if you still go back and it feels like it's been months with this whole thing, but it's literally been days to weeks at most, to where like Steph was stepping down and now she's the co-CEO and chairwoman of the company. Yeah. And we thought Steph was stepping down to go and take care of Hunter, and now Hunter's head of talent relations and head of creative.
Yep. No, it's amazing. Like, to me, this guy goes down as one of the greatest. I mean, as far as when you look at wrestlers and overall contribution, I mean, you can't deny the impact he had as far as, his involvement with DX, his own title runs, his solo runs. I mean, for the long stretch, he was the best heel in the business.
Yeah. But just even alone with his in-ring career, this man was a Hall of Famer, if not a two-time Hall of Famer. And now with everything that he's doing backstage and now going to be wielding, I won't even exactly say per se the most powerful, but at least the biggest company in professional wrestling.
It is the most powerful because of that.
They're starting to etch out his, face on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Right? I mean, he's done a lot. Oh, shit. Paul Heyman having a little chit with
getting in the ear of Austin Theory.
This is interesting. A lot of people dropped bum ass Corbin. Yeah. I like this angle, though. I like this fucking angle.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, Pat is selling. Well, I'm sure he's not exactly selling, but this man, someone get this man an ice pack. I know Chief said that,
those who haven't
ended up in their lap, but that was gone. Hey, Shotzi's back.
Shotzi looking good tonight.
How you doing?
What was I about to say? No, for those who aren't watching the show, Corbin bought a ticket and sat. I wish they would have let it go longer.
Oh yeah, have that go.
Give it a half hour, right?
Till the last half hour.
Right, and then he gets to the boiling point. I've had enough, and then he gets
right, and have Pat just jump over and just start wailing. Yeah. Well, then SummerSlam's tomorrow, and Pat's gonna win. So,
collect your SummerSlam NFTs. Holy shit! Wow!
Please don't do that, folks. I'm not a financial advisor, but I strongly recommend. Even WWE's right now telling their own employees, you cannot buy, sell, trade, do anything with the stock right now. Don't even touch it. Don't even think about it. Which that can mean one of two things. Either A, they're transitioning for a sell. Because I know Fox has been brought up internally about potentially purchasing WWE. I know, obviously, we've had the whole rumors about Disney purchasing it. But also the other thing is, especially when we have this big transition and the stock did go up, and they're having to go through financial records from past years, it can look like insider trading if all of a sudden the stock starts to move from people within the company.
What is happening here?
Aliyah versus Shotzi.
There's a different energy in this fucking show. Like right out of the gate, it's like, all right, what is happening? But the pace in which they're moving.
Yeah, Aliyah's the same woman who last week got put out of her lights by 2 punches and couldn't beat the ref out of the way to get to Lacey Evans. And now she's actually going toe-to-toe with Shotzi Blackheart, who I think
Shotzi we haven't seen.
What?
The Shotzi we hadn't seen much of as of late.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel like she's actually really underrated as a talent. I think they moved her up a bit too fast out of NXT. I think she was ready-made, built for that kind of level of coming out with the tank, everything.
Right? Did WWE repossess Shotzi? Yeah, they gave her a tank, then they turned it into a t-shirt thrower.
It was part. Yeah, it was part of budget cuts.
Yeah, right. It got
She
featured
didn't
in
get.
Endeavor.
Yeah, it was her or the tank, and thankfully the tank won out. So we still got Shotzi here.
Right, Scott. That's a good question. I haven't seen any picture-in-picture. Maybe they tested it out. Listen, they had to cut back on the picture-in-picture budget because the Vince money is now on the books.
Yeah. Well,
Shit.
I think that's all stems from, and we've got a lion tamer by Shotzi onto Aliyah, right in the. Well, she's inching her way to the ropes, but I think part of it too is that it's because Vince took his own money and put it into the company's fund, and those payments, granted, they could have been through Vince and everything, but they were technically, I believe, out of the company's kind of pot of money, and because of the whole situation around them, that they're kind of getting viewed as. I just had the term, like a severance package.
Yes.
So that's where the issue is, and that's why I'm saying now with him being under potentially, most likely federal investigation, 1, 2 count after Sling Blade.
Yeah.
But after with him now being under federal investigation, he needs to go away. WWE does not need that anchor attached to them because that'll sink that whole ship. Meteor. Aliyah's just a house of fire right now. That's like you said, there's a whole new vibe to this show.
This is the best I've ever seen Aliyah. Actually, Shotzi looks a little clumsier than Aliyah in certain parts here.
Well,
a couple times she looked a little
Aliyah's
clunky.
Been in the ring more lately than Shotzi has, to be honest.
Fair enough. But Shotzi looks good. Came in looking sharp. And Aliyah's been going. Like, listen, I've been highly critical of Aliyah for a long time now. I didn't understand how she never got featured Endeavored.
Well, especially when you start off your WWE main roster career as vomiting in the ring. I think Darren Drozdov is the only human being that can pull that off, and that's because Vince wanted it to happen. So I think that she's always come off on a bad note, and like she's the Brooklyn Brawler of the women's division.
All right, folks, we have Shotzi taking the 1, 2, 3 over Aliyah. I mean, it looked good. She looks good. I mean, that was all right. That was a decent little match.
Oh yeah, well, so it doesn't live up to the first match, but we still got a ways to go.
But we're moving. It feels quicker.
Yeah, well, and we're not getting these really long, drawn out. Like, if this was Vince still here, I feel like with Baron Corbin, that whole segment of him getting his front row ticket would have been he came out to the ring and then had to get escorted to his seat and everything. It would have been a whole thing for like 20 minutes.
Right. Who do you guys think you should be Seth Rollins' mystery opponent? Johnny Wrestling. I want Gargano. I think they'll tear it down, burn it down. You know.
But also, though, I feel like if you have Bray come back against Seth, that has to be the last thing. You can't have anything go on after that because you can't top that.
Wait, that was the dumbest shit ever.
Well, it is still WWE.
Well, they literally start this little backstage thing with Liv and Ronda cutting the promotional pic in front of this. It's so ridiculous. Natty's lost her fucking mind. She's going through a midlife crisis. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't know what's up with her. She's, scandalous for the Tantalus, but I don't know what the hell was she keeps doing with her sister there.
Hold the phone. Shotzi went to go for a promo, and Ronda said, nope, not today. All right, so Ronda was mad backstage and decided to come out here and beat the shit out of this lady. But she looks like a badass again. They're like, listen, Ronda, stop fucking
she looks like fucking Nightman from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I didn't say I love the makeup.
Wings on her makeup. Sweetheart.
Why is she not hot topic Ronda?
I know plenty of people that can do your makeup better than whoever the hell you have doing it because it looks like you fell asleep with fucking cat eyes.
Right? Where's your hot topic comments now?
Because she's always done that, though.
It's still hot topic-y.
Oh, yeah, but still.
That's a double standard.
Nah. I called her a freaking TV character. Oh.
Oh!
Oh!
This is
She's
different.
going full heel. She literally was telling the crowd, you shut up.
And your mom failed you.
Oh.
Yo, on a quick, we are back into commercial, folks. We are rolling through. We're almost at the hour mark of WWE SmackDown. Don't forget, immediately after SmackDown, we are going to transition to AEW Rampage. We'll run through that hour show, and then it's a Friday night, so who knows when we're getting off this bad boy. But we will try and catch up and keep up with some of these comments as much as we possibly can.
Here. Y'all can still talk amongst yourselves. I know there's plenty of regulars out there. You know,
it's an interactive.
Plenty of y'all got some frequent flyer miles that you.
We got to talk to the fans a little bit. Come on now. But that being said, folks, we are back tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Wrestling for Life Network, hopefully with CJ, will be here for SummerSlam, and we're going to roll through, folks. It's going to be a crazy night. SmackDown's sending a little bit of a message, at least in the tone. And maybe we're reading too far into this, and somebody can jump in the chat and let me know if we're marking out. But SmackDown has a pace to it tonight. It's moving. It's energized. Everybody seems to be coming out with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Rhonda just told a fan that your mom failed
saying
you.
Your mom failed you. And we had Roman talking about daddies, on Monday. And now we've got Rhonda talking about mommies.
No, I mean, Shanti gets the win. She looks good. She goes to cut a promo. Rhonda's pissed right off, so she's ready to break somebody. The Sheamus match to open the show with Drew was great. Yeah, man. Optimism. Optimism in wrestling is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. This is the most optimistic I've been in quite some time as a professional wrestling fan.
Yeah. But
it feels like it's freaking Christmas Eve because we know that something insane is going to happen at SummerSlam. And if not, damn sure guarantee Ric Flair's match is going to be interesting, to say the least.
That's where I was going with that. It was Sunday. We are back for Ric Flair's final match. The card is stacked. The card is stacked. It's a bit of a Forbidden Door feel to this card. And, of course, the man, Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, is going to get in the ring for what we presume is the last time ever. I was waiting for your insert stupid.
Like I said, I'm gonna save that for Sunday.
All right.
I think unfortunately this match will meet a sadly tragic ending.
Oh, you do not think that?
Unfortunately, predictable.
You do not think that?
I have said for the longest time.
I thought it was
out of me. I have said for the longest time that this match, or at the end of this match, the last woo that Ric Flair is going to be hearing is the wee woo from the ambulance taking this man out. This man is 70 plus years old. My biggest concern is that Rick thinks he's better than he is right now. He doesn't see himself as a 70-year-old man on blood thinners that we were scared he was going to get bleed out when they did the whole angle with Lethal and Jarrett beating him up. And this man still wanted to do a tope suicida. Ric Flair at 70 plus years old, Vince McMahon's age, with all his health issues and on blood thinners, wanted to do a tope suicida in his last match.
I want to know.
He has a harm upon himself, and that's what I'm
still debating whether or not he's going to do his turnbuckle gimmick. Like, is he going to do the flip? Like, can he get up and over the rope, run the apron, and get up on the top rope and take a bump? I'm curious if he can pull that. If he pulls that off, I'm going to be super impressed.
So we're going to be sitting here with all holding our breath, and collectively other parts are going to be clenched, just waiting the second that this man takes an actual bump for the first time.
You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like when we watched Hardy and Darby go at it, and we were the whole match. We were like, "No, Jeff." No.
We're just like, "Oh, that hurt." Oh, it's like when you watch Sting dive off with stuff. Now it's like, "Oh, that no, you shouldn't do that."
No, it's too much for me. The Fiend. A lot of people are saying Fiend versus Bray. Sorry, that's the same person, right? Fiend versus Seth. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get Fiend Seth Rollins. I mean, oh look, special address from Paul Heyman.
Oh,
I like it. Paul's the GOAT for me. Yo, what was that posing photography? It was so stupid. Ronda's just been walking back and forth in the ring for the entire.
That's why I still love the Kevin Owens thing, to where he's like, "What are we doing? We saw this already." And it's got to be awkward to just sit there through like 3 minutes of commercials, just pacing and looking menacing, like freaking SpongeBob. She's just standing there menacingly.
I truly think Liv's in trouble, bro.
I could see either way. I can see both sides of that coin. I think that she has very much become the underdog fan favorite, but also at the same time, you do bring up the point of now clearly there's a change, because we've already established that in the first hour of SmackDown. This feels very different than last week's SmackDown and even this week's Monday Night Raw. So you're going to see Bayley come back. You're going to see Charlotte come back. You might see Sasha and Naomi come back. So now that top tier talent is going to come flooding back in, and how is she going to handle those rocky waters?
Right. Heather, thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a good Friday. Welcome to the show. Gary, welcome back. Welcome to the show again. Just a big cheap pop. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you tuning in. Fantasy Faction still rolling on, and tomorrow night, double the points. Double the points. We are, I think we're hanging on to 4th place. The defending champions are.
Yeah, Austin Theory screwed us.
Fuck. But if he wins something this weekend, we got a shot.
Something. Could he go 0-2?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we end up in dead last.
So
go over to Instagram, check out our Instagram, and as well as theirs. And you can see the Fantasy Faction standings. We're hoping we get to a point where we got a little bit of a tournament going on, so we're looking forward to that. So big shout out to the boys over there. Is it Bayley?
Is what Bayley?
Against Bray? I don't know. I lost context on that one.
Right.
Brock Lesnar for the win at SummerSlam. Absolute zero. That's a bold statement.
I was sadly about to make the pun there that, your name fits the percentage chance of that happening, sir. I feel like it's going to be Roman's night, clear as day. There's, like I said, to me, there's actually a solid chance that Austin goes 0-2, that he still manages to try and cash in and gets like choked out by the tribal chief.
Right. Well, that was a little awkward to start. Okay. But Ronda, for those watching or not watching at home, or those who are watching at home, we have the tag team. We got Liv, Natalya, Ronda, and I almost forgot Sonya Deville's name. But yeah, it's Natty and Sonya going up against Liv and Ronda, and we'll see what this means. I mean, do you got a feeling that maybe somewhere around the end of this match that Ronda and Liv aren't too happy with each other?
Little bit. I feel like I said earlier when she came out, I thought Ronda was going full heel right there. So I think we could get a situation to where, say, Liv gets rolled up, or one of them gets rolled up because of the distraction from the other, and Ronda just kind of loses her shit at the end of the match.
We'll see. By SmackDown going this good, I can't remember the last time I couldn't wait for a Raw. I'm really intrigued as well. I give you that one, Victor. It's really curious to see, what are we looking at as far as, again, SummerSlam. This has definitely got a different feel to it. We've been on here, and you guys know, we haven't stopped. We're on for all of these shows. This definitely feels different tonight. So that does give you optimism. Maybe Raw doesn't feel as atrocious as it has. I mean, if Triple H really wanted to show the world what he can do, turn Raw into a good show. Because I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a 3-hour Raw. I really don't.
Yeah, Raw gets to be a slog at some points. It depends. It's either in the front half or the back half. But this show tonight has hit the ground running. We started off with what I was saying before should have been the main event, but it really, honestly, I think with the Ronda promo and your mom failed you, that popped it right back up
Right.
to where
But
still been kind of floating around the same area all night, and we're still only just past the first hour.
well, they're starting to argue. There we go. But yeah, you're good. You got that point. And this is more of what Ronda should be. And if you wanted to kind of be the babyface, like you said, like he gave, you thought it was like a heel turn, but she made that comment. The rest of the arena popped because now she's being a badass. She's, again,
that's what she should be.
Flair, like that was organic. That wasn't rehearsed.
She could be the Roman tweener, kind of heel, kind of face, just badass.
Right, just come out and beat people up. Like that's it, and don't highlight her weaknesses. Don't put a microphone. Like when they interviewed her with Michael Cole, and there's a back and forth, she was fine. She's used to that, right? She's used to Joe Rogan being like,
right.
Turn my mic off.
They're passionate, turning things off.
Right. Heather loves Sasha. Now, I can see the Street Profits at SummerSlam and they break up. Now, word is Montez isn't feeling so well.
Yeah, I guess he got knocked loopy during the match on Raw. I know we had the whole blood situation to where we thought, oh, hey, this is a change. We're getting juice. But it turned out that it very clearly was accidental. That's why after commercial break, it was pretty much gone and non-existent.
Right. Roman is going to AEW. Never.
No.
Never. He'll stop wrestling first.
Well, I don't know if we'll go that far, but I mean, if it's the only show in town, but I don't think that'll ever be the case.
Yeah, no, you could definitely be the I don't ever see him doing that. And I mean, again, you're going to hold on to those guys until they don't really have much value left. So if Roman ever walks through the doors at AEW, it's probably going to be like a Hulk Hogan. I'm 52, 54 now, and I'm in the twilight of my career, and Tony offered me money. If AEW is still here.
Yeah, I'm collecting, that last little money, that last little nostalgia run that I can while I still got it. So,
yeah, I agree with Absolute Zero on this one, too.
Oh, this has been great. Like I said, it hasn't felt like it's been an hour. Normally we're like, okay, this is kind of like the halfway point. Now we're just like, oh shit, it's actually been an hour. During the Donnybrook match, we're like, oh wow, that actually went a half hour.
No, it's been a good pace. And like Dale, good to see you, buddy. One of our famous fact checkers out there. Rumor is NXT is making changes, and I couldn't imagine them not making changes. Mm-hmm. I do believe that part of Triple H's cardiac event was whatever the fuck happened to NXT. I almost picture him in like the boardroom screaming at Vince, like, "This is bullshit." He was doing
that. Stephanie, it's the big one.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's going to be changes. They got to clean that up, and I would be really worried. Not worried as in like you're fired. But there's going to be wrestlers on NXT right now that have to get pushed down. And they got to bring in, like, people speculate maybe Gargano comes back to NXT to kind of revamp it, put a face on it. And then you start getting that kind of feel to it. It's a possibility.
I think, well, at least NXT will actually get an identity. We've had times honestly struggled on this stream talking or trying to describe NXT besides just stuff happens. So I think that's what it's really missing. That has been missing since it left the black and gold is a true identity of what it's supposed to be, where people stand. Like 1 minute we've got Wendy Chu, Pajama Queen, and then the next minute we've got Schism with Joe Gacy. So we go from pajamas to spooky. Then we've got legitimate matches over here. So I think it'll go back towards the black and gold, but I don't think it'll go fully that way.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to show up next Tuesday and it's just black and gold again. I think there will be a move, but I think it will be gradual. Again, I think everyone's, and I get it, especially now in 2022, everybody wants that instant gratification. You know, they just want their fucking nut. They want to go and relax. Patience is a virtue. Things will come. Rome wasn't built in a day. All the cliches you can think of, guys. Give it a little bit of time to work itself out. They're not going to rush to it. They're not going to move to it. But as you see with SmackDown, the feel is different. The pace is different. The cadence of all of this is better. It's entertaining. It's moving. You might not like a match. You might not like a wrestler, but it's moving.
Oh, it's moving, and it's moving with purpose. And speaking of moving with purpose, oh, if you can help me out, sir, backstage and fix the there we go. So yes, but yeah, this whole show tonight's been absolutely just moving right along. Like I said, even the first match felt like a pay-per-view match, and it hasn't dipped really much since then. I was worried if it could hang with that, but it's absolutely just been moving along, and nothing's felt forced, nothing's felt padded out, except for the commercial breaks. They did have that stretch there where they kind of, threw out. And yeah, Scott, it absolutely is showing. That's what I'm saying. If they had that little moment towards Pat out, but even like the Corbin stuff with Pat, that was great. If this was WWE, or the Vince WWE, they would have absolutely just patted that out. That would have, been a 20-minute promo about back and forth of how he got a ticket versus that actually felt like Baron Corbin just wasn't booked tonight. So, hey, granted, I know suspension of disbelief, but bought a ticket and was just going to mess with Pat. They should have had that go all night, probably to like the last half hour, I think. But this has been the funnest SmackDown, funnest WWE show to watch that wasn't a pay-per-view in quite a while. I will say that 100%. And right now I have Sonya and Natty just going back and forth on Liv. She is just bunkered down in enemy territory, folks, getting choked out. Damian says, I hope Johnny Gargano comes back to NXT to finish his business with Grayson Waller. Yeah, CJ kept pointing out that I think he's doing like a signing or a meet and greet or something like that this weekend, and he advertised it as what's next for Johnny Gargano, but it was very much done in the fashion of the old NXT style and the NXT font. So it's going to be interesting of where everything kind of falls into place. Some people are going to probably move up. Some people are probably going to move down. But I know that Hunter's at least come out and said that while NXT may change a bit, that isn't exactly going to fully carry over to the main roster. Like it's not, we're not going to get NXT Black and Gold just on Monday and SmackDown. Obviously there's the bigger characters more developed, but it's still already, this has been the best WWE show in quite a while. Oh, and Liv ignoring going for the tag. Yes, absolutely. I will take this time while KJ is away. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, folks. We are here 7 days a week. We are kicking off the biggest party of the summer weekend. We have Friday Night SmackDown tonight, followed by AEW Rampage. Then back here tomorrow night, even earlier than the WWE pre-show, coming on at 6:30 for SummerSlam, the first pay-per-view under the McMahon-Helmsley regime. It's going to be interesting. Are we going to have some debuts? Are we going to have some returns? Are we going to see a major shift in creative? And then we're following that up on Sunday night. I think we're back here around the same time as well for that. For Ric Flair's last match, the undercard absolutely looks like what should have been Forbidden Door to an extent. And then I will leave it as Ric Flair's that last match. The main event is going to be interesting, and if you like Andrade and Jay Lethal, I would tune in for that. And I say that in jest. At the end of the day, I guess it's the swan song for Ric Flair. He is at least retiring for the 10th time. But absolutely, we are here every night. We are here for everything pro wrestling. Absolutely, be a friend, tell a friend. And as I tap out from that promo, Sonya Deville taps out. Ronda and Liv pick up the win. And they are just mean mugging and eyeing each other down. Yes, tap, tap, tap. Are we going to see? Oh, Ronda raises the hand. So, you know, she isn't full baddie yet. She isn't full badass unless she turns and like goes Hobbs on her on Ricky Starks and just clotheslines her. SmackDown is slowing down, back to being fun to watch. Yeah, it's not exactly that it's slowing down. To me, what was going on before was the slow stuff. Now, like I said, everything's moving with a presence. There's a rhyme, reason, and logic behind every move that is happening tonight. If WWE are smart, they'd start a storyline where Ronda hates the fact that Steph runs the company. That would be interesting. I think you would have. But then who would she go against? Is she going to go against Steph? I don't want to see Steph in a match. On a thing, I want to more see just Ronda and Shayna team up. I mean, maybe you do something with that, but we got that already. We had that at WrestleMania 34 in the mixed tag match. And the Street Profits are here coming out in the old school. Why WWE shop doesn't sell this kind of Street Profits gear online, it baffles me. Because they're coming out in throwback Atlanta Falcons outfits. And we're getting the referee instructions coming up between the Usos and the Street Profits with Jeff Jarrett. So we're going to, for whatever reason, I think this is the first time I've seen this, and anyone can correct me, that we're getting the night before the referees giving his instructions. I mean, I know that might happen in the UFC if they have, the officials meetings. But those I don't think are explaining the rules of the match. I think you should know that as a professional wrestler. Could you see Andrade return to WWE in the future? That's interesting because unfortunately I feel like Andrade's kind of not been used right in either company. I feel like he was used. I think honestly now that Hunter's there, that might not actually be a bad shout. Now that I'm talking myself into it, because when he was in NXT is pretty much when he got, he was on the best run of his career, and then he went to the main roster under Vinnie Mac and the boys, and just they stripped him of everything he was. So I don't know. It's interesting because especially now with him married to Charlotte, of one's in one company, one's in the other. So it'd be interesting to see that. At the end of the day, I think we're going to start seeing. May not be next week, it may not be next month, but it might be next year and a half. We're going to start seeing AEW talent move over to WWE versus, we already saw it with Cody. I don't think we're going to still get that big rash of like 30 wrestlers released in the weekend. And then Tony just gets to cherry pick out of who he wants from that. He got a good U.S. title run. Yeah, like I said, he did have a little bit of a good run on the main roster. His matches with Ray were fantastic. I am very much intrigued by Los Ingobernables in AEW. Granted, I think Roosh might already be a bit outshining him, but I wouldn't exactly rule him out. I don't think at this point you could honestly rule any ex-WWE guy, whether they only were in NXT, whether they were on the main roster for a little bit or for a long time. I could very much see them being the potential of them coming back now that Hunter's in control, and I feel is going to stay in control. Naomi to appear at C2E2 convention. Yeah, CJ said that to the group chat, that now Naomi is going to be joining Sasha at that convention, which they must have paid a pretty penny to have both those girls there. But now it very much seems like there's a good chance that Sasha and Naomi could come back to WWE, or at least they would engage in talks. I feel like when Vince and Bruce were there, they were gone. They were goner than gone. We already heard the speculation they had been released internally, but now I feel like that fence has been mended quite a bit. So it'd be interesting to see if they bring them back as single stars, if we go back to the tag titles. But I think you cannot lock in either of them going anywhere besides WWE at this point. Andrade needs a TNT title run. Yeah, a little bit, but you can't take that off Wardlow right now. Now the Usos are out. Do you think any wrestler who left WWE to AEW will return back to WWE now that Triple H is in charge of the creative team? Yeah, I think, like I said, I feel like I pretty much just covered that in detail. That I think that we're now, Tony very much realizes the big bully's woken up, and he can't get the Young Bucks to do favors for Meltzer and name him Booker of the Year anymore or anything like that, because I think the two best, and of course they're both named Paul, two of the best minds in professional wrestling right now are pairing up and have free reign, and it's gonna be extremely fascinating to watch. I would love to see Stu Grayson in WWE. He would be a great fit. Really? What makes you think that? I feel like if Stu Grayson was in WWE, he would be in like an NXT. He would be on kind of that level. I don't think, unless he's on a main event, like unfortunately we've seen Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander and Dominic Divakovic. God, that's hard to say. Ended up being on that. I don't see him as a main roster talent, unfortunately, not in WWE. And we've got Double J out right now, looking wearing an extremely tight cut off referee shirt. Hagen Roosh is better than Andrade. Yeah. Thank you, Victor. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, we got to get things straight, because we've never had a professional wrestling match before. How serious you take your job, Jeff? We didn't know you were going to have that job, and we don't know why you do. Can someone be nice to JJ? It is hard. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, even when he left WWE initially and held up Vince for money, and then his whole little run since then. I've never been a big JJ fan. Imagine if Seth Rollins' mystery opponent is Jon Moxley. If that happened, all hell would break loose. It would be insane. I feel like the chance of AEW and WWE working together is now more likely, but that's still just like a between a 1% and a 5% chance of them ever working together. It's not anything that would really change.
Whoa. I think it's less likely.
Really?
I think it's less likely. I think Hunter's going to dig his heels in and want to crush AEW. I don't think it's more likely that he's going to be inclined to share talent. I think he's going after talent. He's got a list of names that he's like, oh, MJF looks good. Wardlow looks good. Hobbs looks good. Starks looks good. And just tick tock and wait. And like I said, for some of these contracts, a lot of them, Triple H has about a year to a year and a half. Show everybody what you can do. Can you bring WWE back to the promised land? And you will get people that jump ship for this stage. It's the biggest wrestling stage in the world, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, you don't have a say in that matter. Like I've said, this is the Disney of professional wrestling. Now, when you think professional wrestling, you think WWE. So this is always going to be the biggest stage in the game, and they have the most money behind them. They have two television companies backing them.
Right. No, they are what they are. Now, what I would like to see is Tony pick his socks up a little and get to another level. So it's a bit more of a battle. Like, I want to see a brawl. I don't want to see a fucking squash match.
Yeah.
I've been saying that from day one. Like, go for it. And a lot of people were getting mad. Theory in the chat. Look, A-Town.
Yeah. A-Town's down, and so are your stocks as far as being a viable contender there, sir.
Well, I don't know, man. He's doing. I mean, Theory is impressive. I know a lot of people don't like him, but
the entire half the roster last week got the chance to get.
Everyone kicked the shit out of this man.
Right. Oh, and Jeff Jarrett eats a super kick.
Oh shit!
And everybody just instantly stops.
Does Jarrett screw the Usos? Is this?
Not if he wants to make it to Ric Flair's match. But I like how they all stopped. Like, it's one of those of like,
right? Oh shit!
Having a cookout and somebody's had a little too much to drink, and the cousins are fighting, and Grandma ends up catching a bunch. That's when everybody just stopped and like, oh shit, you just knocked over Grandpa.
And how they like, he smacks him, dude. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I said, now they instantly all stop like they're kids that they broke the bait, going horsing around.
All right. Montez. He seems no worse for the wear for all the clickbaiters out there that were saying Montez is in trouble. He seems like he's doing okay.
That man is a superstar in the making.
He really is. He absolutely is. There's no denying
disrespect to Dawkins, because I think he is super talented as well. He's very much like, I could see them having honest to God, whenever they decide, which hopefully isn't for a while, having a singles feud between those two and having it being great.
Right. What else we got? Theory in the chat. It's good to see you. I mean, we've had a list of celebrities in the chat. So
yeah, we've had Vince before, Tony. I can't remember. We had Dr. Zoidberg at one point too.
Right. It's true. And you picking on my buddy Double J. I was a Double J fan. I thought he got a raw deal in WWE. I thought,
raw deal. He held him up for money.
Well, I mean, he was pissed off though. I mean, he had a good reason to be pissed. Like, man was jobbing. Man was jobbing.
Yeah, it's because he was jobbing to China. That's why.
It's true.
That's why he felt it was beneath him.
Hey, your favorite tag team is being highlighted.
Well, that's what they have around their eyes,
highlighted.
Yeah, their eyes are highlighted poorly. I just don't get what they're doing with them. And are you interested, honestly, in a feud between them and the New Day? It feels like it's going back to the Wyatt compound match, to where Xavier Woods was constantly always afraid of Bray.
Yeah, I just I don't much care for it. I don't like that. I hope we see less weapons. I don't recall. Did we see the sword tonight?
No, we actually didn't.
I hope we see less weapons.
He sheathed his sword during the Shillelagh shenanigans.
I didn't see any sheathing.
I mean, like I said, he did take a shillelagh to the eye, and I'm sure there's been plenty of women that have dealt with that issue before.
Now, I mean, I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm not into it, but it's the the typical play. You want to get a new heel team over, you send them against one of the big babyface teams, right? And who's bigger than the New Day?
Yeah, but it becomes almost a law of diminishing returns with the New Day. Of if you keep constantly throwing them out there into this feud, into that feud, and eventually it's like, all right, I love you, but how can I miss you if you never leave?
Right? Yeah, you're gonna roll them out there until we start booing them.
Yeah, well, I've also heard the speculation, and I know we talked about him being in Nashville with the talent auditions and everything, or the tryout.
I was going to bring him up. That's funny,
right? Well, as Big E was there, and he might potentially be involved.
Right. Well, sir, I will see you soon. Boom. All right, folks, we're down to just me right now. So we are going into a commercial break. I will remind everyone out there, if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us some love. We are growing by the second, folks. It's been a crazy month. Like, we are 5 away from 500, and, that's with 200 subs this month. So we are on what you would call a heater right now. So we appreciate it. We enjoy all these streams. We have nothing but love for everyone out there. The fact that you guys give us even a minute of your time is a great, great pleasure. So thank you, folks. And we are creeping towards 500, and then it's onward. And I said it from the start. I mean, we turn this channel around real quick, and it's been cooking. So we're having a lot of fun with it, folks. I will get to the chat. Do remember, tomorrow, that's right, tomorrow, we're not done yet. The week's not over. We're going to celebrate on a Saturday night. Whatever you need to put a smile on your face, do it and show up. Let all your friends know we are here. We're going to do SummerSlam. We're starting at 6:30 Eastern time. We're going on before the pre-show. We got lots of wrestling to talk about, lots of hijinks, lots of jokes, lots of laughs, and hopefully lots of family kicking around. So tune in, and then we're going through the whole show. Lots of questions to be answered. What's it going to be like? Is SmackDown making us excited for SummerSlam tomorrow? Who's going to return? What kind of changes are there going to be? How does it feel? Do they give us a good pay-per-view? It's a lot to take in, folks. And if that wasn't enough, we will be back on Sunday. That's right. Sunday, we are coming back with Ric Flair's final match, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good night. The card is absolutely stacked. And regardless of what people feel about this match, let's just put everything aside and be wrestling fans for a minute. Let's say he's truly cleared. They believe he can survive whatever they plan to do. And it's Ric Flair. So if you take all the factors out and just think about it on a historical level, we've been on here over the last 2 weeks going, what a historic night, historic night, historic night. It's been a lot of history-making moments in 2022 with wrestling right now. And this will be another one where 77-year-old Ric Flair is going to have a wrestling match. Now, they're insulating him in a tag team match, but it's going to be a good one, folks. So tune in, watch with us. It's the most fun you can have watching wrestling. It's like having your boys on the couch, just hanging out and having a good time. And Nick, CJ, and myself are going to be here all weekend, one way or the other. So once again, thank you very much for even getting us anywhere near 500. And I know I'm just long-winded and rambling, but that's what happens when the boys leave me alone. So I get some love from Nick. Appreciate it, Zero. Where's Zero? I just found this channel today, and I must say you guys are awesome. Definitely going to watch your live stream tomorrow. Absolute Zero. We greatly appreciate it. Tell your friends. Remember, when we hit 500, we're going to do a T-shirt giveaway. I think we're doing 2. I think both Nick and CJ agreed to do T-shirt giveaways. I think we're doing 2. But we'll let you know on that. So we're 4 away now. But and then I told you, if you can prove to me that 10 of your friends are watching this channel, I will send you a T-shirt as well. So we like to give T-shirts away. And if you haven't seen it yet, as Maxine's here, no longer Maxim, no longer Max Dupree. We're getting the swimsuit edition. But while that nonsense is going on, do remember our first ever T-shirt, our limited edition from Alt Wrestling Tees. It's in the ticker. Check them out. Go check them on social media and check out all his T-shirts. He's got a great collection, great shirts, really cool looking. Happy owner of an Alt Wrestling Tee. And we got a couple more on the way, and we got more surprises coming, folks. So again, it's all fun and games. So where are we going with this? I don't even want to look at the TV. I'm almost wish, why didn't this get cut out of the show? Am I the only one that feels that way? Like, why is this still a thing? Well, that was a gratuitous butt shot. Thanks, guys. Nick, you and KJ and CJ. All right, I think I missed something there. On YouTube after it's over. I think we're going to be watching the UFC as well. Just throwing it out there. we're probably going to hang around for the UFC on Saturday night. So if you're a UFC fan, I know me and Nick have and CJ have done a couple of them now. So big night, I do believe, is this Saturday. So Nunez, let's go. And we generally hang around. Like I said, Saturday is going to be a party, folks. So let everybody know what you're up to. And yeah, let's get some more people here. Raiders in the win. I never even forgot the Raiders were having a match. I feel like this segment started 18 minutes ago. Am I the only one that feels like a little bit of a drag here at this point? Where do I watch Ric Flair's match? I know it's available on Fight, and I know if you, look out there, there's other means to probably get it, your hands on it, but the primary source is Fight TV. Do you see what they were doing? That $299 for the Ric Flair package. You get the roast of Ric Flair's documentary, and the match, and I was like, shit, they're going for broke. I'm trying to figure out on YouTube after it's over. There you go. That makes sense now. Still not quite sure what Scott was on. Appreciate it, Zero. We have one big giant family. I started in the chat, and now I'm on 5 to 7. I'm on day 5 of 7 hosting live and loving it. Yeah, he's addicted. See, he's got that every night bug. That's what happens. You get addicted, and you end up like me, where you just live on this thing. That's how I watch AEW, WWE, and Impact. There you go. KJ, you and okay, Nick, you and KJ, CJ. I'm missing something on that one. Hi there, Wrasslin for Life. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great night. Yeah, I miss my juices being the Hot Topic Raiders double win. Oh shit, Nick. Maxine fine though. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay attention. Honestly, boss, it was Hagen. I was completely distracted. And you guys are gonna say bullshit, KJ. I actually didn't want to really pay attention. Every time I looked over, it was one of the dudes posing, and it's just I'm a little surprised. We'll see if that lasts. But I'm so happy that LA Knight's not involved with it anymore. And hopefully the return of Triple H means some good news for LA Knight. Maybe. Boss Monster, how are you? How are you? Welcome back. Nick, KJ, and CJ, you guys are awesome and are why I enjoy the show. Scott, we appreciate it. We appreciate the love. And truly, we just like coming and talking about wrestling. And I know sometimes we get on tangents and just kind of go off. But yeah, no, we love doing this, folks. And we love the interaction, the interaction with the fans and the family. It's literally becoming friends with complete strangers from all over the world. So, and yeah, we get some wrestling in there. And the wrestling's interesting. The wrestling's been very interesting. It's been good to us as of late. Well, hopefully. All right. Yes, Derek Lewis is on UFC card. See you there. Cheap pop. Nice. Thank you. I got to figure out what to do with our team. We might have to drop Theory. It's not going so well with Theory. I know a female wrestler that had the same name as you do at Scott Morgan. There you go. Zero, just watch us. That's it. I'm gonna watch boxing tomorrow as well on Showtime. Yo, if our boy CJ's on, he'll happily talk up some boxing with you. Jason, good to see you. KJ, Nick, Triple H changed the name of the Viking Raiders to the Vicious Viking Raiders. Did that happen? Did I miss that? Is that a true thing? Who are your sources? No, honestly, like that's awesome. Vicious Viking Raiders. Nick's gonna eat that alive. You can't serve that up for him. The Vicious Viking Raiders up against the Maximum Male Models. Son of a bitch. I guess this last match before Paul Heyman addresses the universe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Paul coming back out. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, a bit of a lull here in the show. The last little stretch hasn't really kept the same pace, but we're heading down the home stretch now. Don't forget, right after this, we will click over to Rampage. Members of the house rise. Yes. The House of For Life. Let's go. Did everyone see Brody's tattoo? What is that crazy guy doing? There's some love for Nick. Tonight's SmackDown is definitely a 9 out of 10. Look, absolute zero. Not even waiting to the end. He's just going for it. There you go. I like it. I love when I see the chat live. I love when I see the people coming together, folks. KJ, he was in the end. LOL. Man, am I just high or what? Who was in the end? What did I miss? People are confusing me. Boss Monster. He came on the Menswa and Mensai were shown. Hagen, me and you need to have a conversation right now because I've lost you. What are we talking about? Menswa and Mensei. Isn't it Mansoor and Machi and Mansoor? I don't know. But okay, Jay, he was in the end. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. Great. I agree. Completely lost me, Hagen. Sometimes I need context. I'm way behind. There we go. It's Liv Morgan. That's who. All right. I'm so ready for August 6th. Welcome to the channel. Absolute zero. Look at that. Appreciate the love. Book it, Papa Paul. MMR versus VVR. Right? Just on a quick side note, as the commercial comes up, I'm really looking forward to the Kurt Angle Brock Lesnar rivals and the rest of the Kurt Angle biography. I've enjoyed these. Have you guys been watching them? Have you enjoyed them? Not the same energy in the beginning. Yeah, I agree, Hagen. 9 out of 10. Look, the early vote is in. Now let's see if they can maintain it. Because we did see that happen on a recent Dynamite where people were like, this is awesome. And then by the end of the main event, people were like, it was okay. So you got to be careful. We were talking about Ric Flair match. Oh, see, sometimes I get lost here, Scott. Just making this up as we go along. No, sorry about that, buddy. I still think WWE smells like a 3-day-old stale fish. I mean, again, give it time. Give it time, boss. I know, but give it a little bit of time. I'm doing good, okay, and I just go to work, though already earlier around 8:30 to 12:30 at Big Nick. There you go. I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful Friday, folks. We put another one in the books. Cha-ching. We're done. Another week through, and we're not even close to done on this channel. We still got a little bit more time here with tonight's doubleheader Friday, and then we are back at it in the groove again as we come into SummerSlam and Ric Flair's final match. And right now, by the way, we haven't mentioned it much, but Woods just hits a Russian leg sweep. However, there we go. I have a feeling the Raiders are about to lose. It's possible. GCW in 2 hours. Let's go, Hagen. No. Not tonight, my friend. What the hell are Viking Raiders supposed to be? I have no idea anymore, boss. And I'm waiting for my buddy here. I see him in the background of the studio. He's going to jump in and let us know. But what? Can't you let yourself in? Oh, let me in. Let's go.
Yes, let me in. I'm still learning the technical, the production. I'm not as good as our producer the other night on the podcast, CJ.
Right.
So I'm still learning all the controls. Right. But yeah, no, I've been saying it since they came back with more eyeliner than Rhea Ripley. They are the Hot Topic Raiders, and now that if they're the vicious Viking Raiders, God help us all. They should just join Sarah Logan and Control Your Narrative, because I'm sure we'll get on main event. We'll get maximum male models titillating all your juices, folks, versus the Hot Topic Raiders the Viking Experience, the Vicious Viking Raiders. And as the 2 count gets broken up, I will let everybody know. Hopefully y'all don't kick out at 2 because we are just 3 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. And you think we're crazy now and we think, it's going to be a party this weekend. If we hit 500 subscribers before even SummerSlam, it's going to get nuts up in here. So be a friend, tell a friend. Let's hit 500. Let's see if we can hit 500 before SmackDown goes off the air. Start of the McMahon Helmsley era, start of the new Wrasslin for Life era.
That's it. Nobody knocks this hustle. Nobody does it the way we do it at the pace we do it. And that's not a knock on anybody out there. We show up every night, folks. Every night we possibly can and cover as much as we possibly can. And the Raiders get a huge win over the New Day, by the way, folks.
Was it really a huge win?
Well, a little bit.
But that's also, I guess that's a damning statement that Kofi Kingston, a former world champion, remember Kofi Mania? Yeah, that was the thing. Xavier Woods, former King of the Ring winner, doesn't come out with a crown or anything anymore. But now they're losing to the Hot Topic Raiders that have to make sure they get their toy merch in.
Well, they're trying to push the Hot Topic Raiders. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, push them off a fucking cliff.
They got shields and chairs. The classic Viking combo.
Yeah. You remember watching all those great, Leif Erikson, Odin, Thor. They always walked around with shields and steel folding chairs.
Yeah, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Good Lord almighty.
Hot Topic my ass. They're whooping some ass.
Xavier Woods' head right now is back, and it's gone. That's in the, first row, second row, third row. That's in the nosebleeds. And now they're going to Pillmanize Kofi's ankle because now he's got it tied up in the steel chair. They're going to Bludgeon Brothers, discount Bludgeon Brothers. They're going to hit it with the shields.
Is it my imagination or does Xavier Woods get crippled
that was
a
Woods.
lot?
I thought it was Kofi.
Is it a lot? I feel like he gets maimed a lot on this show.
Yeah,
they're constantly fucking up his ankle or his knee or his neck.
Remember he's super talented. He had an amazing match with Roman when he was King of the Ring, and this man's had past ankle issues. Like he missed, I think it was a whole year because of a torn Achilles. So he's had issues around there before. I apologize that I thought that was Kofi, but it's right. Well, Xavier has so much other stuff going on. Like he's such a unsung hero of WWE because he's got up, down, down. He's on G4. They're putting him in Fortnite, this game, that game, everything. The man's, got an audience outside of WWE.
Yeah,
it's sad that they don't give him even an intercontinental run or anything.
Well, I liked him as Creed, right? It goes back. He's a talented guy. There's no denying that.
Yeah, fun fact for people who don't know, Xavier Woods was Austin Creed. Or was it
Consequences Creed?
Consequences Creed.
Apollo Creed. Yeah,
it was based on Apollo Creed, and his actual name is Austin Creed. But yeah, he used to wrestle in TNA under basically, like I said, an Apollo Creed gimmick. But yeah, he has such a well-rounded audience outside of WWE that I'm surprised they don't do more with him. But you can't tell me though that that's not a discount Bludgeon Brothers of. We're going to, this feels exactly like that. They just, instead of hammers, they have shields.
I get the comparison. I really do. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say more, but I'm having a kick out.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that cake.
We're almost at 2 hours. I got munchies.
Not here. Well, trust me. That's why we should let the people know for this whole weekend. Absolutely.
Bring your snacks.
Bring your entrees, your appetizers, your get right, your vitamins, your beer, your tequila, your rum, vodka, all of that. Because we're going to be here just hammering through the biggest party of the summer, Summerslam, last pay-per-view before Clash of the Castle, and first pay-per-view of the McMahon Helmsley era. What surprises await us there? And then we've got back again on Sunday night. Same thing. So again, get your snacks, your popcorn, your chips, all of that, because we're going to be here for Ric Flair's last match.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting. I'll say that. It's in one way or another, it will not disappoint. Well, even the undercard, super entertaining. That's a stacked undercard. That alone sells you on.
Yeah, Dale took him out. Xavier down. Good choice. Do we know what time? No, Clash of the Castle. I have no idea yet.
I'm actually saw that one, was about to go and look it up. If you want to go ahead, sir.
For the U.S. What part of the U.S.?
Wow, I think you can kind of base it off of that. I think we're going to go with Eastern time. Oh, I know.
Well, again, the show has hit a bit of a lull, folks. I mean, little commercial. What?
I was just saying it's been another commercial break, unfortunately. Sorry.
It feels like we got a little more commercial breaks in the second hour. Maybe because the matches weren't as compelling.
Well, it's been a little reverse booked of that.
Right.
If this was the stuff that they started off the show and we built to everything beforehand, unless Paul's got something groundbreaking, which we very could possibly have.
Well, we got Paul still, right? We got Paul.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Unless he's got something like groundbreaking, which it very well could be. I think it started off way up here, and it's just sadly, it's still moved well, hasn't fully petered out, but it's not maintained the same level.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying. It has been a bit of a taper off, but to their credit, the first hour was highly entertaining. That I really did enjoy. Like I said, there was a real good energy to it. And I'm not saying it just kind of dipped a little with kind of the content that we got, but maybe that's just the nature of the beast. You're already kind of running. You kind of got to work out the old stuff, right? So you're not going to get this. You see where there'd be some pitfalls.
Yeah. And it's still, he still is picking up the pieces from what Vince and Bruce and all of them left behind. So he can't, turn it over 100% in one night.
Right. And we always know it, like even with the streams, like when the action's going good and you see our views spike, and then as we had this lull here, you see them kind of come down, right? And same reason, right? Because what do you do when it gets kind of boring? You tune it out. You end up on your phone. You end up, fuck it, I'm going to click over to something else. Mr. Heyman is in the ring.
What do you think? About to say he's in the impact zone,
right? No.
Never.
Right. He found his way out of that one.
Oh yeah.
Sell me on your name. Sell me on your name. It was a perfect. And the crowd finished it for him, and he just looks at him.
Oh, Heyman. He looks so emotional right now, too. Like he's kind of got that, like the little bit of the puffy eye going.
Right. Like when you say, okay, like, everyone talked about Dusty's ability to get really good promos and really work with young talent as far finding their character. And you're like, okay, he passes away and you get some other people in there, but no real Dusty Rhodes type. You know what I mean? Right. And the direction kind of changes. But then you see what we saw with Paul coming, the SummerSlam tryouts, and you watch him and you're like, that's the guy. That's the successor that you need to be developing young talent.
Oh, yeah. Well, and like you were saying, though, I was kind of going to piggyback off of what you were talking about with the Dusty promos and then Paul's promo of that. They're both fantastic and both for completely different reasons. And right now, Paul Heyman is perfect for that Dusty kind of role in this day and age. He fits right now perfectly. He understands. And I think that's what worked with him in ECW is he's very good at keeping up with what's trending now. So him right now doing that in that kind of Dusty role in the biggest, most powerful professional wrestling company, it's a blank check to write money and to write ratings.
Right. Now, I usually kind of bag on a show when it ends with a segment, when it ends with a promo, when it ends with a gimmick, it doesn't end with a match. There are exceptions to that rule. Something like this going into SummerSlam, you send out one of the new, what is speculated that one of the new key pieces to the future of WWE. You send him out there out of, I feel like there's this historic, I hate using that word over, but this big bubble about to happen with SummerSlam, or has the possibility to happen. And you send Paul out, one of the new faces of this company, and you get him to sell tomorrow. And I like it. I just like Paul. I like what he does. It's compelling. The show is solid. And we can start getting to the ratings now, by the way.
Oh my God.
Oh, the beast is here. Ladies and gentlemen.
And Brock, and I think Paul Heyman just about damn near defecated himself the second he heard Brock Lesnar's music hit.
It goes all long-winded with that one.
Yeah, I got them, multi-syllable words.
Yeah, right?
Got that edumacation. That's why they call me Nick Heyman, because I'm basically the bastard. I'm the, anonymous GM bastard child version of Paul Heyman.
Right. Yeah, I kind of agree, but I think it's one of the, please Papa Paul moments of that he's
that's going to be a thing now.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to make a graphic for it.
Well, that's the thing is, like I said earlier, is this feels like Christmas Eve. This feels like we're about to just get the big present of SummerSlam. Even WWE initially, before all of this came out, they sat there and publicly said, we don't like the card for SummerSlam. Well, no shit. But you're the one who booked it. We didn't book it.
Right.
And then now all of this happened, and I'm super amped, and I can tell obviously everybody in the chat and watching along is super amped for SummerSlam, because we know something big is going to happen. We just don't know what.
I would argue there's nobody in anywhere that is as over as Brock Lesnar. And then that's not a slight to Roman. Roman's a very over.
1A to 1B. Michael Jordan.
But for me, like, Brock Lesnar moves the needle wherever he goes. Right, man? The guy.
Well, he is the alpha male of our species.
Oh, here we go.
I've said this before. He is the man that Chuck Norris wakes up in a cold sweat over. He is the man that if the aliens came down and said, send out your best fighter.
What the holy shit?
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Uses Austin Theory as a scapegoat. Austin Theory comes out and is getting taken to the proverbial woodshed, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Theory will not be at SummerSlam tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look how red he is in the face. Like he was like, damn.
Austin Theory just got thrown from pillar to post, just for no good reason other than
holy shit.
Oh!
What did Austin Theory do? Did he get caught?
Your dad is not here anymore.
Are they really just trying to? I said it. It's like they're trying to scrub the Vince off him.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like that's what it is they're trying to bury him as far down as they can go.
I like it. All right.
Well, it's interesting that they're ending the show with Drew eyeing down Brock.
It's interesting. No Roman. Did we get Roman?
No, we didn't get Roman, but that could be.
All right, folks. Just real quick, Nick, not to stop you there, but we're gonna hit the go button, the reset button. Stick around, don't go anywhere, stay right here. We have AEW Rampage. If you know who won, you shut your mouth. But we are gonna go through another hour plus, maybe we'll see how much fun we're having. But let's go. And we are still live. That's what we're doing. So we're back at it, folks. We're going to click over to AEW Rampage.
I'm back.
Nope,
yeah, I'm getting the end of Bad Boys 2 right now. Sorry, that might have been a little.
Yeah, I gotta click over. It'll take me a second, but I'm playing around with colors.
Nah, you're fine. I'll take this question right here.
There we go.
Is anyone in AEW as over as Brock is currently?
We just answered
that. No. There's people that are around there, maybe even slightly technically over more, but not anywhere, I guess, at the same level, if that makes any bit of sense. Like MJF is over as all get out, but MJF is nowhere near any sort of wrestling ring, no television production, no nothing. I think that CM Punk maybe could have been, not anymore. So yeah, no.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I got it. You do you. Do you all think Paul Heyman will ever turn on Roman and help the Beast? No, I think they did that storyline already. And they teased it to where like he threw the title dead center between the two, which that man, the New York Knicks need to sign him, even if he's just to be like Steph Curry and just post up and just shoot. But yeah, that man had pinpoint accuracy to land it directly between those two. But they've done that storyline already. I think it's very much, we've seen that passing of the torch, that changing of the tide of Paul and Roman are the dynamic duo now, and Brock surprisingly actually works really well as just this cowboy kick-ass babyface. He's what Adam Page should be and could be. Well, no, not could be, but should be. And we are starting off with Lethal and Satnam. I'm looking forward to Rampage main event. I'm going to be interested to see how Rampage goes at all, because we've heard that whole talk, or at least I saw a little bit of rumors and speculation that people were leaving the Dynamite tapings halfway through. And yes, like my boy CJ Brand said, absolutely, folks, be a friend, tell a friend. We are here 7 nights a week. Like I said before, we're just the 3. We're just like John Cena to Roman Reigns. We're just 1, 2, 3 away from 500 subscribers. And then it's just going to be celebration party time, especially heading into SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer. Ric Flair's last match, Saturday and Sunday. Giving stuff away, celebrating everything and anything. Absolutely, folks. I know there's more than 3 of you people watching right now, and I don't think y'all are all regulars. So, and even if you are, I'm sure you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts. So somebody, help a brother out. Let's get to 500 before we wrap up tonight and just set off the new era of WWE and the new era of professional wrestling, to be honest, perfectly with the new era of wrestling for life. Yes, CJ, the man Spectrum forgot. Hopefully he will be able to get everything worked out by the time, SummerSlam kicks off. And at the very least, hopefully for Ric Flair's last match, I want to see CJ's reaction to what I think is not going to be a great main event for that show. And yes, like CJ said, once we hit 500 subs, a free t-shirt will be given away live. If not even maybe 2. I know I've promised that. I don't know if CJ's, doubling down on that. KJ may even hop on in that. Even Alt T's might try and match some shit. Just like I said, be a one damn party, kicking off the summer, kicking off the new era. Triple H is in. Vince is out. So absolutely help us get to 500 subscribers, preferably by the time Rampage is done tonight. 9 out of 10, no Bailey. Yes, absolutely. Now that we are starting off Rampage with Lethal and Satnam versus the Best Friends, Let us know your ratings for SmackDown. I know it kind of teetered towards the end, but to me, it still felt very new. It felt very fresh. It was the best TV show from WWE that's been out in quite a while that I've actually enjoyed watching. That wasn't a pay-per-view. None of that wasn't some sort of tribute show. It was just a regular weekly show. Granted, it was the go home show, but that actually felt like it was a go home show. We've talked constantly of how the go home shows just feel like literally just a pre-show of just commercials. But Chris, I am proud of you though for giving it a 9 out of 10 instead of like a 0 out of 10 for no Bailey. I guess, see, folks, that's a true testament if you've been here watching us before that this man actually gave it a positive review, even though there was no Bailey, his one and only favorite superstar. That tells you that there has been a clear shift in WWE creative. What is up with these flat hats? Why? What you got? You hating CJ? Oh, and Sonjay's getting tagged in. I didn't know that. I thought this was just a regular tag team. I didn't know that this was a 6-man tag. Jason with an 8 tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of around there. I kind of want to speak of the devil, and he was shall appear. I was just about to say I kind of want to wait till KJ comes back to give my rating, and then like you read my mind, sir. You pop back in.
Yeah, I had to deal with something, but
now you're good.
We're good to go.
Yeah. So, what would you give SmackDown tonight?
You know what? I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a little extra because of the optimism and the hope and the fun and all the shit around it. It did have a bit of a lull in the middle. It had some shit, but it's gonna take a minute to clear out all the shit, right? Like we're not just gonna get an overnight change, and I keep saying that. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of extra love, and I'm gonna give the show an 8, and it might be one of the highest ratings a WWE show's had in a long while for me. So outside of pay-per-views, but so I'll give it an 8.
See, I'm right around there. I would say about a 9.
Oh shit! Going strong.
Well, just it started off super strong. Like I said, that opening match was a pay-per-view match.
Mm-hmm.
And just
it really was.
For folks following along, we have Satnam now taking out everybody. He was in the ring before with Orange Cassidy and just made that man look like a child. And then double cross bodies, both best friends. But yeah, SmackDown came out strong and very much impressed. Like even that whole Ronda actually just kind of being able to let it loose and be Ronda a bit of how she was in the UFC of just she kind of just had that pissy bitchy attitude. You shut up and no, your mom failed you.
Listen, I'll give credit where credit's due. Aliyah and Shotzi was all right. You know what? A lot of spunk.
Spunk, I like that. SmackDown's
but that was the best I've ever seen Aliyah. Sorry, 8 for SmackDown from Jason. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. I was just saying SmackDown's got spunk, folks.
SmackDown's got spunk. No, yeah, it had a little bit of spunk tonight. A little Triple H spunk for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stop saying that word now.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on, folks. What else we got here?
Oh, predictions for the match.
Predictions.
Damien's taking Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. I feel like that's kind of the expected here, unfortunately.
Yeah, right? Oh, nice spot. Orange Cassidy with Knox.
Oh, the little tippy tap.
Tippy tap.
I still have a bit of me that dislikes that man strongly and constantly just views him as pockets, even though I know he put on a hell of a match with Will Ospreay. But he leans too much on the shtick.
Listen, like we said right now, with this influx in the possibilities, Dale gave it a 6, a little more. See, I mean, on a normal day, I mean, I could go a little higher, but like I said, I'm feeling the glow, as I always make CJ laugh with.
Hey, maybe WWE might be feeling the glow soon too.
It's a high possibility for me, but I mean, that's what we're saying. Like guys like Orange Cassidy and that, if Tony's going to build around them, he's got to make them matter. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be the guy comes out for nothing matches and it does his spots and the fans go wee woo wee woo. But that to me, you have to give him angles. You got to give him storylines that matter. That within the and we've seen a lot of gimmicky characters, but the story made the Undertaker was a huge gimmick when he started, but they did it in such a way that you were like, okay, and you followed along. They need to build, and like I said, I feel like for right now, this is the real go time for wrestling, and a lot of people are talking about wrestling. We talked about it. I put out a post about the Ric Flair thing, and it fucking blew up. Like, people are like, everybody knows Ric Flair. It's insane.
Well, we even talked about, even with Vince retiring, Vince is a pop culture icon. It's not just a wrestling thing.
Right.
Every major news company was reporting on Vince McMahon retiring and has been reporting on all of these controversies. So, for better or for worse, WWE is very much, in pro wrestling, is very much getting national attention right now.
Right.
Like I said, they're getting people to tune in because they know that shit's changing.
Yeah, and I mean, people are talking about it, and it's real crazy. And Satnam for me, he's got both best friends in a choke. Nope, didn't go so well.
I'm getting Sonjay with the tap back, the pocket check back.
Oh, okay. Now I really do think that Tony's got to address Rampage. I think he's got to find a way to make it
ROH.
Make it ROH. Oh, springboard cutter. But yeah, you need progression now. You've been at 900,000, 800,000 forever. You're pushing into year 4. You got to take that next step. You got to move the needle a little more. You got names like CM Punk. You got names like FTR. Now that Triple H is in charge, could FTR be scooped up by the WWE at some point? Dun dun dun. Right?
It's going to be interesting, and to me, it's the first time that I feel like both teams are actually going to be trying to win this war instead of trying to lose it, between Vince cutting half his roster and Tony just booking everyone into a gimmick match.
Son of a bitch. Wait, time out.
Wardberg is here.
Yo, time out. Sonjay Dutt gets pinned, and the big dude couldn't get there in time. Couldn't get over the ropes and save his partner. And Jericho yelled, "He's too big! He's too big!" What?
Could have just fallen over and knocked it and broken up the pin.
Well, I mean, shit, dude, right? Like,
is Wardlow gonna powerbomb Satnam? Because that's the thing, is it's crazy to me to look at. We talk about it even with Omos, of Satnam next to Wardlow. It's a bit like Omos next to Bobby Lashley. Wardlow's a huge guy naturally, but next to Satnam, he looks like a toddler.
Are we gonna get Wardlow and Satnam?
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm catching up with you. Sorry, that's what happens when I start staring at the TV. Let's wee woo. I might wee woo if we hit 15 or 500. What? What is the best Rampage episode that you've seen? Punk?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Punk debut or Punk return.
Oh, those. So I creep. Yeah. Ask where was Wardlow Wednesday? Here we go. Yeah, but now is it Wardlow Jay Lethal? Wardlow Sonjay?
Oh, he was very much eyeing Satnam, and it's going to be interesting to see him try and powerbomb that man. Because, like I said, it's a bit like when Omos was having the feud with Bobby Lashley of it. Even though Bobby Lashley or like Wardlow is a huge guy naturally, next to Satnam or Omos, they look like children.
Probably the first one after all out.
What?
I drink a beer.
What? I have one beer. What?
Whoa.
I need 1 subscriber. What? 2 subscribers. What? Now we hit 500. What? Now we're giving out 1 shirt. What? 2 shirts. What? Maybe 3 shirts. What?
Hilarious. Wardlow Satnam. Yeah, here we go. Oh, let me pin that one. That's pretty.
Mm.
Dun, dun, dun. How is everyone doing out there, folks? Friday night, we're heading towards Saturday. Are you excited? What are you looking forward to in SummerSlam? What matches are you looking forward to? What returns do you think we're going to get? What if it's a flop? What if they don't deliver? What if it's just another WWE production?
I feel like they can at this point. It would be such a coming out of the gates and falling flat on your face with your shoes tied. Like we've talked about it for the past day or so now, it's going to be interesting. A, does Seth still have a match on the card? B, who's he going against? I threw out the idea of if we're going with someone on the card and not doing a return or a debut or anything, you go KO because he has that feud built in a bit with Seth. He's a Triple H guy, and he gets him away from the Elrod Ezekiel stuff that's going nowhere fast. But I know we've had differing opinions on who we think if it is a return. But I'm interested to see what people in the chat think of if Seth's going to have a match and who he faces.
I get the vibe that Seth is going to have a match. I mean, people have speculated, like, do you think that this might kick off some type of angle between Triple H and Seth?
I don't know. It would be interesting because I feel like Triple H is still not that far removed from being in the ring. So I don't think you want to do anything that could give him that itch and make him want to try and risk and pull in a Ric Flair.
I don't think that
we're going to be watching on Sunday. Going, risking his health and body just to have one more match and scratch that little itch.
No. I don't think that's a thing at all. And I mean, it would be interesting how they angle it, but I don't think that's the case. I don't see it either. I don't think Triple H is going to want to rush himself to the forefront. But I don't think so. I think he's pretty busy. He's got a lot to figure out. Wait, Nut?
Have we got an imposter, CJ?
Yeah, what is happening?
An Undertaker and a fake taker showing up here?
I don't even know what he means by nut. Who's a nut?
Probably me.
Probably you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I really do think. I mean, tonight's Rampage, it's an okay card. It's all right, but if this is your secondary show and you're competing with the big boys, you got to find something to do. And I think, like I've said it for a while, put an ROH show from 8 to 10 on Fridays and see how you do.
Yeah,
do it.
I think that this is where they concede, like WWE did with changing up NXT, and they move Rampage to ROH. They have an influx of wrestlers and title belts, and they now have 2 promotions under one roof. Very WWE, WCW invasion angle style. So they need to do something with it. So I think give it an hour on Friday nights, make it a thing, make it a kind of an upstarty thing.
Let's go. Hey, is it legit? Are you being serious about the red one being a bot? You're blocking them, right? It's funny as hell.
I don't know.
Don't play with my paranoia. 10.
I just guessed. That just popped up out of nowhere.
Right. I'll sign into my second account. Look at this. Love from the fams. Trying to help out.
Just inching, scratching, and clawing our way to there.
And my school account. Hagen's got accounts everywhere.
Exactly. See, I knew that was out there. We're just finally pulling the checkmate here like Triple H, Steph, and Nick Khan did, and finally shoving out Vince and the boys.
Listen,
Bruce is still almost out, and Kevin Dunn's that man's waiting to hear his door knocked on.
I don't want to take too much away from Rampage and AEW, right? I want to give them their time, but it's Ethan Page and Leon Ruffin. Anyway, so that all being said, back to the WWE right now. To your point, and where was the comment I was just reading that made me think of what I was about to say? I don't even know where I went. Everything moved. But, I mean, you really now – I completely lost the fucking thought there, Nick. Hi. No, where were we going with that? What did you just say? Fucking losing my mind on live stream.
But Ethan Page picks up the win.
I can't remember. Oh, you're a little ahead of me.
Mm.
Oh, I got distracted by the fucking bot. That's the problem.
That I cannot confirm nor deny.
That's not nice, boss. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. But, yeah, I mean, you legitimately now
I was talking about the chess move of Hunter, Steph, and
shit, that's where I was going with it.
Vince and Johnny Ace and them.
Yeah.
Here, why don't I take a little pause for the cause and I'll let you
all right.
Spit that hotness.
I don't know. All right. 1 second, sir. So all ego Ethan Page. That's not the right one. All right, sir. We'll see you soon. Boom. All right, folks. Nick will be back in a moment. He's just taking a pause for the cause. And we are rolling along. Like I was saying, Ethan Page picks up the win, and now we're doing an interview with Cole Carter being harassed by QT Marshall. Interesting. CJ's excited, folks. You know how bad this man wants to be on stream with us right now? He misses everybody, and he says, all the best to everybody. Stay tuned. Tomorrow night, we have SummerSlam. Sunday, we have Ric Flair's last match. Time to get down and get gritty. Yes, folks, and don't forget, we are giving away T-shirts for 500 subscribers for your referral program. If you can prove that 10 of your friends are watching the show with us, then we will send you a T-shirt as well. And I think I might be wrong, but I feel like we're giving away at least one T-shirt. It might be two. So get us there. We're almost there. We're climbing. It's been a good night of wrestling. It's been a lot of decent stuff. Lee's out again. Lee's been getting a little bit of a rub lately. A lot of people like Lee. He kind of came up with Daniel Garcia. Again, SmackDown was way better than this. It's not even close. Why? Don't be hurt. What happened? We are officially one fucking subscriber away from 500. All right, folks. Let me know in the chat. I know we're a little quiet right now. I know we're getting late in the evening. I know, there we go. There we go, folks. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had like some like cool music. Dun, 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 dun. But yes, I didn't think it was going to happen today, folks. But that is amazing. And hey, Hagen, if those last two subs were you, buddy, you get a T-shirt. We got to get Hagen a T-shirt. I knew you were going to come back.
Oh yeah, I just saw it.
So yeah, congratulations to the fam. Big shout out to anyone and everybody who's been involved in this channel from day one. Yeah, we got Lee, Moriarty, and Sydal in the ring. I don't much care. Anyone else, you can let me know what you think about the match. But yeah, we're going to get a little preachy on this one. But for those who have been following along, it's been a crazy, crazy journey. We're 20 weeks old. I'm trying to multitask here, not doing the best of jobs. But yeah, we're 20 weeks old. And yeah, to hit 500 subscribers, to put up like 300 in a month, it's crazy. It's been fun. And we thank all of you. And like to see people like Hagen go, hey, we can help you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. So look, Hagen, we're sending this man a T-shirt. He was our 99th and 500th.
Yeah, reach out to one of us. Our socials are all below and not on the channel
There you go.
description.
Hagen's not fucking around. He's like,
We'll
I'll
hook
hook
you
you
up with something.
up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes.
You good or you still going or you good?
For what?
Because I want to speak on this.
Oh no, I'm still going. I'm
That's how it's been. I'm letting you go.
Getting distracted by the fans. No, thank you so much, guys. 500 is amazing. For those who were following along, we kind of built up a channel and then it didn't turn out well, and we really didn't expect to start the Wrestling for Life Network. We did it on a spin, and big shout out to LJ and Will who were part of that journey. And we pivoted and we made it work. And we told everyone at the time we were going to go from the basement to the penthouse out to the mansion. We weren't going to stop until we were done. So we grew through it. We had other people come aboard, and we had Chris and Aliyah around, and then CJ and Nick, and we just took it to the next level. In the last 4 weeks have been outstanding, and we don't joke when we say we're one of the fastest growing channels out there, if not the fastest. The numbers are moving, and the love, the support, and everything. Yeah, look, I'm doing a big speech now. Where's my call out music?
You're fine. I got one right behind you.
Yeah. Just thank you. As from humble beginnings, and just a kooky, crazy guy who probably could be doing other things with his time, was pretty pumped to jump on here and do this. So thank you so much, folks.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely humbling. Thank you all so much. This, as someone who I had never done anything like this before, literally stumbled upon this channel around WrestleMania weekend, popped in the chat, and instantly just felt like I was a member of the family. And I hope that that's still true as hell today, with everybody that shows up now, whether you've been here for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Or Christ, at this point, 5 months. I think we're almost at that point. But no, this feels awesome. This is awesome, like our intro video. But yeah, this to me is just to have now that there's 500 plus, there's 1,000 plus views on this video, this and that on that video, that people actually want to tune in and listen to me. Basically, this is just therapy to me. I would talk whether there was people watching or not. Trust me, I have people around me that are very thankful that I'm, just pretty much here talking. I would be doing it to the wall, whether the camera was rolling or not. And you can hear her giggling behind me as she walks in. Of course, fitting right now, the woman who met Mick Foley while I was live on stream now pops in and we hit 500 subscribers. But yeah, no, thank you to anyone that has spent even a second of time, effort on stream, in the chat, watching. Just thank you.
Hagen, look below in the description or in the channel description. All our socials are there, buddy. So check us out. Who do you think wins this match, Nick and KJ? We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, like Nick, that was amazing. And it's been nothing but a pleasure to have yourself and CJ. We were kind of the board of directors of this at this point where we kind of joke. But yeah, I mean, it's been fun, folks. And I mean, I think we're the most entertaining.
Well, I'm not bullshitting. And I literally just told you, I literally had to, I hooked myself there, just like how Hook won the FTW championship last night on Dynamite. See, I turned that back around there, folks.
Right.
That's why y'all tune in. But no, I was very much getting verklempt and, feeling the vapors come on, like I said, to see this support and everything, and to see everybody, we're just come together like one giant family, and it is just one giant hangout every night. And that's why I've gone from, like I said, being in the chat, though, I was on 1 night, 2 nights, what, 3 nights, what, 4 nights, what, 5 nights, what, 6 nights, what, 7 nights, what. We are here 7 nights a week. And now, thanks to everyone, like I said, whether you've been here for 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 weeks, 5 hours, what have you, just thank you. Thank you.
It's amazing, man. And Nick, and I can't thank you guys enough. Like you said, it's a family, and it's not just Nick, CJ, and I that are family. I mean, the big shout out to everybody in this chat and our what we call our regulars, and our, you guys have become friends, and You know, I can't list you all because if I miss one, I'll feel bad, but you know who you are. You know,
leave a comment to let us know, you know, everybody that was watching along and everything, you know, that might be a way to enter in for one of the free t-shirts that we're giving away and everything.
What we should do is everyone's got to comment below what we should do to celebrate 500, and the best one wins a t-shirt.
The best response wins. Yes, absolutely.
There you go. There you go. We'll have to put that in the comment box so people know what's up. But yeah, that's what we'll do. And yeah, no. So back to the wrestling action real quick. Who do you have to win this one on? We got Sydal and Lee. I got Lee.
I have right now Bivens. I can't remember his AEW name. It's far too complicated and complex. Yeah, but the man who should have been so much more Bivens just cost or at least tied up Sydal. So we might be halfway be getting. Oh, remember? Yeah, Lee's supposed to be trying to be a baddie. He wants to be in the baddie section with Jade.
Right.
So that's who I think is going to win this because Bivens is going to take him under his wing.
I think it's a good idea because Lee could use a little bit of
direction.
Direction, a little bit. He needs a mouthpiece. He does. Like, he's a good guy, but from what I've seen, and look, Sydal just starts smacking the man's head. Did you see that shit? Just Evan Bourne clapping.
Right, go away, bald man.
Just you hear the claps on the top of his head. Oh,
Bingo,
good choice.
Bingo, bongo. It's like Homer when he's playing Mr. Burns' head there. I get a good tune out of this guy.
That's fucking so funny.
So Lee Moriarty picks up the win, and now we've got Stokely Hathaway. That's his name. Damn it. Malcolm Bivens is coming in, I believe, to congratulate Lee because we've definitely seen Lee just talking straight smack to Sydal. So this must be a heel turn. Oh, he's giving him a business card. What a way though to make a athlete feel like he's worth only half a fuck. I need to give you my business card, not hey, let's go in the back and talk right now. Here, I'm right in front of you, but call me later.
Right. Thank you so much, Summer. One of the family that's truly been part of this from the beginning and truly kind of makes the clock tick and then help out around from the beginning of this support and everything else. So thank you so much. Yeah. And we're heading into the last little bit here. We're winding down, folks, and what do we got next? That's me. All right, Nick gonna compose himself. He feeling good, and of course, when you start doing good, we got to deal with dickheads. Report, motherfucker. Man, why do people got to be annoying? Thank you so much, Alt Wrestling Tees. Don't forget, folks, we are giving away a bunch of t-shirts now, so we're gonna, make our buddy a little busy. But do check out Alt Wrestling Tees, not only for our limited edition Wrestling for Life, pro wrestlers beat up sports entertainers t-shirt. There is so much more there. Great designs, great t-shirts, great look. I know I'm pumped about my dad mode t-shirt, and I know CJ's got his, and now we're giving away a couple t-shirts as well. So go check them out, give them some love, and rock some. You got to get on this, get on the train early, right? We're growing, fastest growing channel out there. Go get the merch now. Be ahead. Set the trend, folks. All right. There we go. Reba, not Rebel, looks mighty fine. All right. No, we appreciate that. Huge. Oh, that was Hagen. Hagen's getting a t-shirt for getting us across the finish line. We gotta commend him on that one. There you go. So We're getting Cesaro with Regal out to the ring. We were told that we were going to hear from Cesaro addressing, Ring of Honor and, now being the champion. And, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of controversy around the Ring of Honor championship right now and how it went down and some of the issues. But it's hard to argue. Like, you look at this right now, Cesaro with William Regal. That's why that belt's around that man's waist. Bigger name. You deserve it. Right? So, I know a certain, Mr. Gresham didn't quite agree with that, but you can't deny that, right now you have in the ring Cesaro with William Regal. The crowd's going insane. He's more notable. It's just overall a better decision, and he deserves it. He deserves it. He was my pick to win. And you guys can let me know in the chat, who was your pick to win at Ring of Honor? Did you think that Claudio, I know I can't help but call him Cesaro, but did you think Claudio was going to win? Do you think Gresham was going to win? I don't know. Gresham did WWE. I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe. I think Gresham did Impact. It's an honor to stand in front of you. Funny guy. There you go. Fans are standing up. A little bit of bass in his voice. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Claudio bringing out Yuta. Yuta! It's Yuta! There's a lot of gold in the Blackpool Combat Club. Oddly enough, Daniel Bryan does not have anything, but I know he's been out. I think, send Bryan after Moxley. I'd have them find a reason to beef. Forged in Combat. I like the t-shirt. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. It's a tough one for me. Dale says it's a possibility. I see him being an Impact guy. I really do. Jordan's over there. It might make the most sense. Yuta's got the mic. Oh, no. Yuta's not going to get to talk. Jericho. Cheers, folks. Oh, Jericho's not having it. He's not happy. How does everyone feel about Chris Jericho breaking his own nose? Oops. Oh, you would laying in the SmackDown, not putting up with anything from Chris Jericho at this point. What else we got? Gandalf, the go away is the go away is here. He's a wizard. Yeah, I mean, he makes fucking entertainment disappear, oddly enough. It's a little ironic right now. Listen, we did our half-year awards, and if you guys haven't seen the half-year awards in the Golden KJs, go check that out. Jericho actually won himself a Golden KJ for the most overrated wrestler right now, and I'm curious if anyone out there disagrees with that, but they're really, I mean, Jericho's been on a shitty streak, and the crazy part is he just thinks he's fucking killing it. He thinks he's on like the next level. He's murdering it, and it's some of the worst shit that we've seen in AEW. And I truly think this time with that Eddie Kingston match, a lot of people were running their mouth about how awful it was and how bad it turned out. And I think this is why Moxley asked for the Lionheart. I want the old Jericho. I want that. I really think that's part of this is, you know what, Jericho, Moxley, give us a good fucking wrestling match. Don't beat each other up. Don't bleed. Or you can bleed a little, but don't fucking just get in the ring and give us a really solid match. Don't slack. Don't be over the top. Show us that you can wrestle. That's what I want out of Jericho Moxley. I don't think that's too much to ask. Oh. Yeah, that's amazing. Yuta showing a little spunk, the word of the night. Are there Yuta fans on the stream right now? Like, are everyone kind of digging Yuta? He's growing on me. I am the wizard. Oh, shit. What? I like it. I like it. So Jericho puts up his title shot at Quake of the Lake against Yuta and plays it off like he tricked him, baited him right in. Imagine Yuta wins this. I'm kind of down. We get Yuta Moxley 2 for the belts. Moxley wins and gets 2 belts. Oh. Let's make no mistake about it. The Lionheart can wrestle. Could wrestle, I think. I don't know. Am I wrong? I feel like he's lost a step. Maybe a little bit. Mox will bleed from the wind produced by Jericho taking off his jacket, and the man has a paper mache forehead. That's one of my favorite analogies ever, as far as that goes. Oh, there you go.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. But yeah, Moxley's bled before from a clothesline. So I think that is going to be gratuitous violence just for the sake of violence. And it is interesting, though, that we're getting Jericho versus Yuta. Like you said, though, of Jericho won one of these, fabulous bad boys, the Golden KJ. Go and check that video out, folks. That is our half-year awards. We will be back for our full-year awards once 2022 wraps up. But yeah, Jericho thinks like he still has the sing-along Judas theme song because he thinks it's a special moment for the fans. This man thinks he's over like Rover when he needs to go into the dumpster like Oscar.
He's not completely wrong about the sing-along thing, but it doesn't fucking matter. You change gimmicks. You want to be a bad guy. You want to be a prick. You take that away from the fans.
Yeah.
But no, he just gets off on it. You see that boyish smile every time they get going.
Well, yeah, I think Tony has a bit of that problem like Eric did with WCW of you have too many guys towards the top that think that they're over and think that their shit doesn't stink when they clearly don't. And they've either overhyped themselves or they're past their prime, but they have Tony's ear. So they get the best situations. They get the best booking. Like we talked about of why the Young Bucks lose the tag belts to Lee and Swerve, which granted, they absolutely deserve that.
Well, you're going to
get the FTR match. And now we've got the trios title coming out. Clearly just a way for Kenny and the boys to get that good old ego stroke going. What do you think about that?
Yeah, true. Damien's happy that Cesaro won the ROH World Championship. I am too. I mean, to me, that was undeniable. It was bound to happen. I think across the board, most people had that picked because a lot of people didn't know who Jonathan Gresham was. Yeah, the controversy around that just kind of blows me away because it is pretty obvious.
Listen, what are we listening to, boss? Right now, I think all I'm listening to is us and that beautiful bastard beside me, chat about wrestling while we're in a commercial break, and I got Papa John's on my screen making me hungry as hell.
Right. Where are we going with this? Just want to take a peek. 502. Nice.
Hey, and we just keep it rolling, folks.
600 by Sunday.
Rolling on a reel.
Right. And like I said, Nick.
Oh, we get the Acclaim music video. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes. I feel like I'm slightly behind, but we'll see how that goes. I'm getting a Tide commercial.
I got them walking between waste stream management dumpsters. So let me know when you get there. Yeah, dumpsters.
I like it, Hagen. I like it.
I love the optimism. Absolutely. If I could make it happen to be 1,000 by tomorrow.
Right. No, everything's been organic. I like it. Anna J for the win. And yeah, let us know what the prediction on the main event is, guys. Anna J, Ruby Soho. I got Anna J. Probably by bullshit methods. Is this
by way of take on tea, take on tea. You got that music video yet?
Yeah, I'm watching it now. I'm at the.
Oh, what the? I paused for you.
I'm at the garbage truck.
Yeah, they're rapping in front of a dumpster. I don't know that. This doesn't work for me. This whole scissoring, the ass boys, everything. It doesn't work for me. I get the whole Attitude Era.
I'm okay with it.
We had the Val Venus, everything. It's
got an attitude vibe to me. I'm okay with it. I really am. It's the entertainment value. It might be my favorite thing that's been on the show so far, other than Cesaro.
It's got a childish vibe to me.
What?
I said it's got a childish vibe to me. They're the trash boys.
Right?
You got trash boys. That's what this is.
You got a few demographics to appeal to. I don't hate it. I don't. At least it's something.
Well, at least it appeals to someone, because to me, I would feel like this appeals to absolutely nobody. This is to me up there with the cinematic, Street Profit, Viking Raiders, having bowling and curling competitions.
It just reminds me of like Conan doing rap videos, right? With little
Ray. Rap. Max almost got out rapped by the Ass Boys.
Billy
Gunn almost out-rapped the guy who has a rapping gimmick.
Yeah, but I think Caster blew him away by the end of it all.
Well, yeah, I think when they kind of told him, no, you're winning. You're supposed to lose.
No, he pulled it out.
Oh,
you gotta have a little give and take. Dumpster match, by the way, which is a classic outlaw moment.
Charlie, we saw the chainsaw come out.
My favorite part.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait. My favorite part of the wrestling week, Mark Henry. Sorry, you were saying, the Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah. I like how Eddie's just still making faces the entire time behind Ruby.
Right.
Absolutely. To me, put the strap on Eddie. Eddie is my favorite wrestler in AEW.
I think with Eddie, you have a potential to write a really compelling storyline that brings you viewers. You
have a AEW Yes movement. Just put on a silver platter for you. You had it after the Players Tribune piece, and they've messed around and kept him with Jericho for God knows how long. And we've had gimmick match after gimmick match after gimmick match, and it's just enough's enough. Christ, he just ate the pinfall from Jericho when he should have won that match.
Right. Circle Jerk Society. I call them the Jerk Off Society, so that's pretty close. We're not that far off, Boss Monster.
Oh, you can come up with 8 million ways to insult them. They came out, what was it at Forbidden Door, looking like the damn Backstreet Boys with the red mesh tops and red fedoras.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Mark Henry. It looks like it's going to be one-on-one. Looks like it's going to be. He's so funny.
I like how people were saying, even still with Vince saying that he was retiring, that Powerhouse Hobbs will be in action next week. That'll be interesting after his heel turn.
Right.
And Undisputed Elite is back as well.
Yeah.
But how people were saying with Vince's retirement that he was going to pull like the Mark Henry and come out in like the pink salmon suit and then just unretire.
Matt Hardy versus Christian, by the way.
Bringing back the Attitude Era, the late,
right?
No Mercy era.
And we're getting a live edition next Friday. August 6th, Battle of Belts.
Claudio, now, wait, if that's attached to the Quake of the Lake, is that like, the paddle at the pond or something like that? Do we have to have some other sort of nautical theme?
No, we're getting a straight up Dynamite. I'm shocked. I think it's something like ridiculous. Like 6 out of the last 8 have been gimmick shows.
Yeah, we only have 4 pay-per-views a year, but every other live show is built to be like a takeover at least. Anna Jay, the fastest heel turn in wrestling right now.
Yeah, and they haven't quite figured out her music yet. Do you notice that the JAS has had a huge presence on the last handful of shows? It's not helping the cause.
No, and like it's not good heat. It's I want to tune out heat. Like I don't want to watch Jericho have another match, to be honest.
And I honestly feel like they made a mistake turning Anna Jay. I really do. I think she had all the makings of a outright baby face, and she's got look. She's surprised me a couple times with her wrestling. So, and then we got some Ruby.
Now the woman who's been mistreated by even AEW's booking and might be one of those people that jumps back over to WWE, especially partners with Liv, who's now hotter, as hell. Maybe, and Christ. Hunter will break out the bank to get to destination unknown. Ruby. So
that's an interesting thing. Will they do stuff like that? Will they now go? You know what? We will buy some music rights.
Well, I feel like they almost have to compete. I mean, you don't even need, say, Jungle Boy or Hook or even Moxley, honestly, to come out. You just need to hear that theme song. And instantly who it is. I feel like there's a handful still of people in WWE that you play me their theme song right now, and I can't tell you who it's supposed to be.
Right? No, a lot of times, no. You're like, oh okay.
Right.
No, and I said that. Like, I mean, a couple things for me. One, AEW does a really good job with their sing-alongs. So, we see the Jungle Boy, Moxley, Jericho. They do a good job because it's supposed to be fan interaction, right? And I said we need more wrestlers. Like, go back to the Attitude Era when it was a lot of we still do it. We're still doing the what gimmick.
Right.
We've done it a couple times on this stream alone. Because that's what it did. It was that interaction. Everybody had something. And those are the guys that got over and girls that got over. And I think there's a lack of that. You don't see someone come out to the ring and bad guy, bad girl, good girl, whatever. You don't have them that known, right? Everybody had something back then.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is everybody, whether it was Stone Cold or Val Venus or Taka Michinoku or S.A. Rios, they all had something going on. I
think
that at least felt important in their realm, in their world. You had multiple storylines going at the same time. AEW just seems to kind of just have one thing that they just try and treat like Infinity War or something, and everybody's got to be attached to it somehow, peripherally.
Anna Jay for the win. Hagen doesn't mind it. Yeah, Soho theme. I think that, but that's curious because they've always been certain. Like we talk about the forbidden words and stuff like that. That's all got to come. Like that's got to change, right? Like I didn't pay attention tonight if anybody said wrestler or title, but
I feel like that's just kind of naturally happened. Is like even Cody's come out and said, I'll pay $1,000 fine every time that I say belt if need be, but I'm going to say it. And even the day that Hunter, it was announced that he was taking over creative, we even kind of noticed it on commentary. They seemed a bit looser. They seemed a bit more playing around with it. They sounded a little bit like us, to be honest.
Thank you, Pink Ranger.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
Right. No, we greatly appreciate the love and thank you for being part of the 500. 7 minutes left. It's been a crazy night, Nick. We're going on. We're creeping up on 3 hours. Don't forget, folks, set your timer, set an alarm, click the bell, do whatever you have to do. We're back here tomorrow. Summerslam, one of the most anticipated SummerSlams or pay-per-views in a long, long time. And for a lot of non-actual card reasons, but the card itself now has some shine to it, some intrigue to it, because we don't know all of it. We don't know where it's all going to go. So tune in and be with us. I guarantee if Bray shows up, if Gargano shows up, if Bayley comes back, you're going to have some fun watching us fucking. I assure you.
The weekend's already been insane with us hitting 500 subscribers just tonight. It's only going to keep getting more insane and crazier because we've got SummerSlam where we're already hearing rumors of Bray returning, Gargano returning, Edge returning, Bayley returning, Charlotte returning. Hunter's now in control. It's the dawning of a new era in professional wrestling. We've still got Ric Flair and Jim Crockett Promotions on Sunday.
Yeah.
And now it's the dawning of a new era for Wrestling for Life. So you absolutely want to be here. Be a friend, tell a friend. I know we hit 500, but damn it, I'm still trying to push now past that already. We're already at 502, 503. So let's just keep this, heat train going.
I couldn't have said it better myself, folks, but we're looking forward to a packed weekend. I'm in picture right now. Anna J is in control. I know you're slightly ahead of me, so I'm not sure what you got going on over there.
No, I'm right there with you. I paused. So we're picked up perfectly.
Yeah. Yes, Chris. And listen, I know you're going to pop as well if Bayley does come out. I know you've been very much looking forward to it.
There's the potential to watch like 3 people's head explode tomorrow because if Just Edge returns tomorrow, KJ and CJ's head are going to explode, especially KJ's. If Bray returns with Edge, or I think just if Bray returns in general, all of our heads going to explode. And if Bayley returns, Chris, even in the chat, his head's going to explode. So,
and do they have
some fireworks on Saturday?
It could be fireworks on Saturday, and then there could be
ambulance
fireworks on Sunday. I knew I paused it
on Sunday.
Right.
Sparklers and fireworks on Saturday, ambulances and sirens on Sunday.
Right. Bayley has not competed in front of the crowd in a long time.
Yes, she's over 1 full year, and Anna J taking off the brace right now on Ruby's wrist and just slamming it into the mat.
Oh. Anna J.
Oh, good job, Aubrey. At least Aubrey could actually act like a ref in AEW.
Yeah. All Out. September 4th.
Yes.
We're coming soon, folks. The end of August. Holy shit. What has happened to 2022?
It's been a wild ride for sure. I mean,
right?
You could look back at
WrestleMania
that's already happened so far, and it's only going to keep getting crazier.
It's insane. It's been insane. And like, I felt like the first part of July had a bit of a lull, which you would expect, but the news has just been rapid fire.
Now I'm hoping for a lull.
Right? Like, take a break.
Right. Pause.
Right? We got to go through the weekend, and we'll see what happens.
Oh no, I'm there for the weekend, but I'm just saying.
No. I mean, as far as the news side of things.
Oh yeah. Now they're playing Pinocchles in the ring. And Ruby's getting the sleight of hand on this headbutt.
This has been all right, though. And again, Anna Jay's got some upside. We already know what Ruby does.
Well, I'm surprised this is the main event.
On this card, I'm not. I'm okay with it. I mean, I thought, though, OC, you would imagine, right?
Yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah,
that match had more, and especially if you're going to have Wardlow come out, you end the show with Wardlow staring down Satnam. You get Wardlow over and Satnam. You make him seem like a threat.
Yeah, well, there's that. No, 2 count on the sweep. What was I going to say? I completely blanked on my thought. I don't care.
The
4
Feel Good
hours.
Friday, folks.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's Shreveport, Louisiana, WrestleMania. Bailey is not. We got that one. So, where was I going with that? Shit. Big kick. Oh no, that's 2 counts. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that this is usually we get like Orange Cassidy in that slot.
Yeah. Did anyone think that at the start of 2022, VKM would be out of WWE by the end of July? No. And I mean, to be honest, did anyone think Cody would be in WWE? Do we think?
Yeah, sure.
Do we think that Hunter would be back in charge of creative? That you could go through the litany of lists of stuff that where you wouldn't think would have happened in 2022 that have already happened, and we're only like halfway through.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a really crazy year. It really, really has. I mean, fuck. A lot of shit has gone down. And it just doesn't seem like I said, oh shit. Shane McMahon has been banned from the WWE. What?
Right.
The fucking Stephanie's walking away. Triple H had a cardiac event. This big healthy guy. What happened? Right? Like shit. And then, wait, Vince did what?
Right. Who did what?
Johnny did what?
Right. Wait, you're telling me that Vince, Bruce, Johnny, and Kevin Dunn are all going to be gone in like the same month? And then we're going to get Stephanie, Hunter, and Paul Heyman?
She's got the choke with the brace over her
with
throat.
The brace. Ruby's out, and her eyes are rolling in the back of her head.
Damien gives it a 4 out of 10. Folks, let us know as we're winding down with this show. What is your rating on tonight's Rampage?
I think right now, at the end of the day, no matter what rating you give Rampage, SmackDown was the better show tonight.
Nick, do you remember when we were doing these streams on Fridays and we used to joke that, like, hurry up and get SmackDown out of the way. We got to get to Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage would almost mop the floor with SmackDown. Or it would at least be a neck-and-neck race. And now SmackDown has thoroughly run away with Friday night.
It feels like a main event.
It feels like NXT.
No, it feels worse than NXT. NXT, to me, entertainment value. This Tuesday's episode of NXT wasn't great. It was better than Rampage.
Well, I'll put it this way. At the end of the day, it at least very much feels like a B show.
Yeah, no, it feels like Level Up.
Oh, damn. No, Level Up's like a D.
Yeah, okay. It's between the two. There you go. I'll give you that.
No, well, I think you have, your A show and Dynamite, and then how like WCW and Kevin Nash, I guess, might have nailed it on the head with this, but I think it fits perfectly with Rampage. It's become the WCW Thunder of AEW. That it's now it just doesn't work because it's taped after Rampage, and Dynamite, and Dynamite is always stacked to the gills of gimmick this, gimmick that, overbook this, overbook that. So then now you have that burnout all through Rampage.
Right.
So they need to switch it up somehow. That's why I keep saying, and I think CJ actually, I might have stole his idea.
Right.
Have Ring of Honor be the Friday show.
Yeah, absolutely. But I minimum, if at minimum, I would like it to go from 9 to 11 instead of like I want some type of that 10 o'clock.
You Friday actually want them to try and compete?
I think if you're going to do our Ring of Honor and do it right, like I would throw it on either Tuesdays or Fridays.
Well, I think you do Fridays. You do a hard, say, even if you do an hour.
9 to 11 would work.
Yeah, but do you want to compete with the back end of SmackDown?
It depends what SmackDown's doing. At one point, you did. Now I think.
Yeah, now I would say not at all, especially with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Revive and resuscitate Ring of Honor.
The landscape changed a little. That's a valid point, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's no pun intended, or I guess it's fully pun intended, to be honest,
Right?
With the game taking over and being an absolute game changer in the professional wrestling world.
Listen,
and it happened in all of a week.
Right? He goes down in GOAT status for me, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, it's the biggest play ever where he talked the boss into letting him pretend to marry his daughter, then actually marry his daughter. Like, it worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been Game of Thrones all along,
right?
And it's been very much, this is the final checkmate.
He's like, oh, who's that cutie? They're like, that's Vince's daughter, man. He's like, all right, well, watch this. Hey, Vince, we should do a storyline with your daughter. Like.
Right. To where I'm married to her, so she has to be around me all the time.
Right. And then it just worked out for him. The next thing is I wooed her. Now I'm sitting pretty. So it was good. My final rating for Friday Night SmackDown, 7 out of 10. My final rating for the episode of AEW Rampage, Fight for the Fallen, 7 out of 10. That was a tie? Tribal Chief, that's a tie?
I don't know what you were watching. You might have been given a 7 out of 10 for us during, SmackDown, and a 7 out of 10 for us during, Rampage. Granted, that's a bit low, sir. I think absolutely 10 on 10. But I think that's the only way you get anything being a tie from SmackDown to Rampage.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, everyone to each their own. We're not rating shaming. We're just offering a counter argument. And you watch those two shows back to back. They weren't the same.
Yeah, no.
They weren't the same. 9 out of sorry, bud.
No,
9 out of 10 for SmackDown. But that's it, folks. We have ran through 3 hours. We hit the 3-hour clip. Yeah, what a night. What a crazy night to kick off this weekend.
Oh, this has been insane. Hit 500 subscribers just to start off the weekend. We're just getting started, folks. So it's only going to get bigger and better from here. Like I keep saying, big things popping, little things stopping.
Right. So, folks, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for enjoying a doubleheader Friday. Let all your friends know, anybody if you're in a wrestling chat room, if you're talking about wrestling, you let the people know that the Wrestling for Life Network is here. Yes, and as far as the 500 goes, like, without getting too long-winded so we can wrap the show up, we appreciate everybody. It's been a grind, it's been a hustle, and if you guys truly understood the work that went into keeping this going, and a stretch where they joke, but every night KJ White and the team, that's what we do here. We show up every night. Nick here shows up every night. CJ shows up every night, and then that's why we're,
even if it's flooding and he has no internet, he still shows up and shows up in the chat and still tries to come on from his car.
I'm excited. We're excited. Now, don't forget, folks, Saturday night, we are back for SummerSlam. It's going to be 4 hours plus. We're going on early just so we can spend a little more time with our favorite people out there. And it's going to be a good night. We'll see what happens with the matches. We'll see what happens with the stories. We'll see what happens with WWE in general. Chris wants to see Bayley. We want to see Bayley. We'll see what happens. Are there going to be returns? Are we going to get some big surprises? I think so. Tune in, folks. Don't miss it. Saturday, Sunday. It's already down below. Click the little bell. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for 500 subs. Thank you for any seconds of your time. It's appreciated. And until the next time, Nick.
Catch you on the flip side.
On the flip side, folks. Bye.